The year is 1996. Y2K hasn't happened yet, so everything is still quite all right. The leaves on this autumn day have just changed colors. The streets are littered with flecks of orange, yellow, and brown. The burg is still basking in wavering golden light from the setting sun. Trick or treat is scrawled in thick black ink on an old sandwich board. And 6 steps down, a few of you walk into the hidden face of the hotel's entrance. A warm red glow comes from the stained glass squares bordering the large oaken door. The lobby is patterned with deep red hexagon carpet and swirling olive wallpaper. You walk in to the right under a thin doorway, above which a mounted placard reads The Fall Bar. 7 stools sit in front of the long bar, and a quiet metal man is behind the bar, slowly cleaning a short glass. The mirrored wall behind him is lined with row upon row of glittering liquor. Welcome to the hotel. As you walk in, which of you are not humans? Okay. You 3 walk in, and 2 figures are sitting at the bar in front of a metal man who is cleaning a glass. He's got a towel over his shoulder, and he's making small chit-chat with what look like...
You're a spawn.
I'm a spawn.
Okay. Describe yourself.
I look like I'm in my cowboy phase.
Okay.
I have a shiny jacket that looks like popcorn foil.
Okay.
And I got my horns stuck through ripped holes in the hat.
Did you cut the holes yourself?
No, I just kind of shoved it through.
I didn't even give it that much. All right. And
I'm a lanky goblin. I'm wearing a very pointy witch's hat, and I'm drinking a very large glass of wine.
Okay. Are you guys talking to the bartender, Doreen?
Yes.
Okay. So you 3 walk in. Are you in your costumes? Or are you just what you are right now? It is Halloween.
I am Randy Butterman.
Uh-huh.
I am currently on vacation
Okay.
with my family.
Okay.
We were separated while on tour.
Okay. How old are you?
45.
Okay. Okay.
And my phone died, so I came into this hotel looking for a phone so that I can call for a cab
Okay.
and go back to my normal hotel.
And you?
My name is Sheldon Dinkelman,
Okay.
and I'm holding my bowl of Halloween candy. I didn't have a bag, but I went trick-or-treating with a bunch of my guys.
Are you trying to get candy from the hotel?
Yes.
Okay. And what do you look like?
This. I'm Tommy Powers.
Okay.
I unfortunately did not make it as the Red Ranger.
Were you trying out?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to convince them that they can have 2 Red Rangers, me being distinguished by the red headband.
I see. On top of the helmet?
Always. Yeah.
You have a bigger one?
I morph, and then it just right on top.
Okay. So you 3 walk in. You see this. These 2. They must be Halloween costumes, but very good ones at that. And the bartender does look in your direction. He goes, "Oh, well, welcome, trick or treat. Would you 3 like a drink? You can mind to sit down if you like."
Do I need candy?
In fact, I do. And he pulls out from underneath the bar a whole bunch of like a big metal container full of candy that you've never heard of before.
Wow.
They're weird like candy that they would make in the 30s, where it's all wrapped in like names, like packages that don't have any names on it, or names that are just like stamped into it.
They all might be medicine.
They also all might be medicine.
It's the strawberry ones.
And he just puts it on the counter at an open seat.
Wow. I stood over.
He sits down.
Yeah, I'm gonna get as close to the candy bowl myself.
Okay. You sit down. The candy bowl is next to them, so you are now sitting next to the spawn.
Yeah.
Some really good-looking costumes you got on over there.
Yeah.
Yo, bro, how much protein do you think is in this thing?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
I'm like a stick.
Yeah, so you must know.
At least 5.
Been
He
working
probably
out a
knows
lot.
better.
Hey, it's my candy.
I just get in there.
What are you doing with my candy?
Shut up, nerd.
I'm actually like 27.
The tourist, do you sit down at the bar?
I'm going to stand at the end and look at the menu, like adjust my glasses.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, bartender.
Yes? It's all drinks. There's no food.
Excuse me, bartender.
Yes?
I would like your freest glass of water.
Freest?
Yes, the most free glass of water you have. And
All of our glasses of water are free. You're welcome to have one.
And do you happen to have a phone behind the bar I can use?
I do. Do you need to use it?
I need to call a
Can
cab
open this?
Okay.
Yeah.
because
I
I
actually
got
want it.
separated from my
The first
family,
thing I
Okay. Yeah, of course.
and I don't know where my
That's so
hotel
hard.
is.
He pulls out like a rotary phone and sticks it onto the table. There are no cords connected to it.
Must be one of those hipsters I've heard so much
Those
about.
wireless telephones. It is not.
I'm going to
He seems pleased.
pick it up
Yeah.
and try to just like
There's
push,
no dial tone.
just push the buttons.
Well, it's a.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Nothing happens with those buttons. It does shift a little bit. You can see that there's a dial of sorts.
Say, do any of you have a phone on you?
A what?
A phone.
Sorry, bro.
I've just been trick-or-treating. I don't got a phone on.
They're like big bricks that
I mean,
call people on.
a bowl of candy. You want one?
Sorry, I can't.
Why?
It's Lent.
I'm not allowed to eat candy because I'm a professional ice cream taster.
But you put candy on ice cream.
Backstory unlocked.
Now, you two, you were doing some work for me recently. What were your names again?
My name is Dahlia.
Dahlia?
Uh-huh. What? Yes?
And yours?
Crookshanks.
Crookshanks?
Can I help you? Yes? Yeah.
Now,
It's
I want you to
Halloween.
meet our new friends here. They've come in. I think they wanted to... Normally, we're looking for work. Today, I'm not sure if there's actually anything going on today, but if it is your coin you're interested in, we can make arrangements. I'm sure there's something, and he kind of like goes behind the bar and like looks about. He's like flipping through like a rotary, like moves. There's a few small pumpkins and gourds sitting on the bar, and he tosses the dish rag over his shoulder. He's like, yes, I'm sure we could find something to do. What were your names?
Tommy
Tom?
Powers. And I would love some work because Mom cut me off after I spent all my rent money on karate lessons and protein powder.
Did they work?
Well, you tell me, bro.
How rich? Scale of 1 to 10. Whoa.
Oh my god.
You're not even facing me when you want to do that. Oh my god.
So why don't you write? So you have a couple pips to fill in now. Since you're a human, you get 4 right off the bat. 1 or 5 right off the bat. 1 in everything. So go straight down, fill them in, and then because you're a human, you get 4 more. I think. Yeah.
Yes.
Let's make sure.
Tommy gets 5.
4 each.
Why do you have an extra line?
I'm strong
Oh.
as fuck.
It's the other side.
So it's
Very
stripes.
And then you're a strong man, so I would say you have a background in this. Looking good. I'm glad you're on board. That makes 3 of you if you two are looking for work. And he goes, and then he stops for a second.
Hi.
He's quiet, and his eyes dart to the elevator that's over in the corner. And there's a moment of silence after you say hi, and
Just eating my candy.
with a ping, the doors open to the elevator. You hear panting. Dragging grandfather's axe, Gad steps out. He's in a business suit that is torn and burnt. He has a large, crow head. And it's clearly his head or a very good animatronic.
Whoa.
He walks out.
It's a
Guys got like a
furry.
haunted house over here or something. This place is crazy.
He walks out dragging the axe. And his black feathers are coated in slick blood and torn along the seams. He slowly walks to the bar where you sit.
Yo, this guy's looking.
We don't have time for this! Come! He's back. And he starts slowly moving back into the elevator.
Wait, his head was off? Or he was
No.
holding a replica of his head?
No. He still has his head, but to them it looks as if it could be a very good animatronic of sorts.
He has a bird head.
He has a bird head.
Okay. I thought you said he was holding a head.
But everyone being in costumes, obviously in this hotel, you three are assuming it is animatronic of some sort.
Oh, it's a murder mystery.
Ooh.
What is FOC
Wait,
again?
how many? Focus.
It's for guns and stuff.
I hope they have a phone back.
How many extra clips do we get again?
We have
Bird.
we have 8 in total, right?
I get it.
We have 8 in total.
I'm smart
Siemens?
like that.
8 in total, or
Oh, yeah. But you have to put one in everything right off the bat.
Yeah, for human. You're
Yeah.
okay.
There can't be zero in anything as a human.
I know.
Oh, as
They
a
do me 9?
Actually,
Does
Huh?
it?
You said 1 across and then 4 extra, right?
Yeah, because you're human.
Oh, okay.
oh, so 9.
Nine.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, one in. Yeah. Because he didn't fill in one.
You don't need focus for melee weapons, right?
I'm assuming con is Constitution.
We can do this in the. Yeah, you're good. Then you're good.
I'm a very.
What is STR?
All right, just
You don't even know about that.
Stands
for Tommy. Just so you know, I'm a very
Does
thick
it matter?
lad.
Aw,
Judge,
is
can you
this
scoot
just a
back just a
graphic
little
thing?
You're good.
Or does it mean
Can you
something when you
pull
have a
the table that
fifth?
way? There you go.
You have to die first.
What?
Is that just aesthetic? Or does it mean something if you have full tips? Mean something?
Oh, that's if you get a
Oh, is that for
It's an
mods?
item. Cybernetic, yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
you can't get it otherwise.
My armor is my fanny pack of wonder.
So he's in the elevator. Wait, what? Fine.
It's a wearable.
He like slowly walks back into the elevator. You see this axe trailing behind him, and then Durain kind of goes quiet for a second, and he looks back to you guys.
Duran, what's his costume? He looks really cool.
He's a bird brain.
He like looks back to you, and then he quickly goes into the counter and picks up a sack and dumps it on the table. And
candy?
it's clearly got coins of some sort, and he goes,
It's mine.
"Go quickly! It's not often Gad is in such haste. Oh, and perhaps take this too." And he pulls out of his pocket a cursed coin and gives it to you. It is a small golden
Says
coin.
It's cursed.
No. A small golden coin with a skull on it. And I can get you the item description if you want.
How much gold?
100 gold.
Whew. That's mine.
The goblin named
Dahlia.
Dahlia picks it up quickly. And what do you do?
I say, let's go, kids. And I walk over.
Kid, I'm 27.
Yeah.
And so you walk to the elevator?
Yeah.
Okay.
I sling it over my shoulder. You hear a
the
big thunk.
The goblin walks over to the elevator. You join Gad in the elevator, who is like leaning up against the wall, still like breathing heavily.
Do I know Gad?
You have heard of him quite a bit. You have seen him a few times. You've never had a conversation with him.
I say, you good?
He's like, "I'll make it after this."
I'm gonna heave myself up from the bar and bring my drink with
Okay.
me and head over to the elevator with Dahlia and then just kind of offer him my drink.
What is in the drink?
It's just a Coke.
It's a Coke.
He's like, "No thanks."
I did bring
But I
I
appreciate
brought
it.
my bottle of wine with me.
Okay. You write down a bottle of wine.
I have plus 2 carrying. So.
Whatever item you brought into the hotel, you can write in your item section, right on the top. It's one of the 4.
Do you want us to go
Now,
over what we have?
We can later on, but right now, unless they're visible, no. You also have to set up your.
Health and armor.
Do you actually have an armor? What does your armor item do? Am I gonna veto it?
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I just put it as my armor.
You can have a +1 because you believe in it. So your armor item, if you have one, which Ben does, will add to this. But your armor value is going to be your speed. So how many pips you have in speed? It's fine if you have 0. And then that triangle on top is your armor value. That's where that goes. So if you have anything in speed, do you have anything in speed? Great. That's good. So put 1 in that top. Ben, since you have this +1 item, you get 2.
2.
Okay. The next thing is for your health. It's your wound threshold before you get dead halted. It's going to be the sum of all your attributes, but your constitution counts 4 times. So, for example, Josh, you have how much constitution?
4 constitution.
Interesting. So 4 times 4, and then you add the rest of them.
20.
I'm waiting for the pencil.
Oh.
That's all I'm in for.
John,
No,
can
well, I
you get more
have
pencils?
one, but it was just too light.
And
I don't want this. Oh wait, that was the scented one.
that should be basically everything.
I just don't want the scented.
On the back, you can write a little portrait if you
Thank
want
you.
to, but if not, it's fine.
Bottom is when we get hit, right?
No, bottom
No, that
is
bottom
the
is the
middle
wound
is
threshold. The
when
middle is when you get hit.
whips.
Nuts. It's copying Miranda.
Same. That's what you get.
Okay,
Not the smart kid.
so
It's fine. We're already at max.
does everyone follow the goblin and the hook chains, the spawn into the elevator?
I'm all set on this. What's it called? Halloween party, dude. I'm going in.
Okay.
I'm like pumped.
How tall are you?
Like my height, 5'7", 5'8".
Okay.
Like a little munchkin.
You're not a munchkin. Come on.
My height, a little munchkin.
Yeah, I got like 2 hours until Stacy's party. I got nothing else to do.
I mean, I just gotta make sure. my
You do
mom
hear
knows
Dad
I'm
say,
home.
I hope it doesn't take that.
He's leading us to a payphone, right?
Gad does mention, he goes, we can take a quick stop at the Gashapon, but we need to make haste, but the Gashapon we're going to need its help. And once you're all in, he hits the elevator lever. The elevator robot that normally holds the thing backs up for him, and he does it himself. It goes down 1 floor. The elevator opens up to a fluorescent, flickering lit, essentially hallway. It's like the ice machine room at every hotel.
Or did you feed the dogs?
No, go ahead. It's right over here. And down the hallway there is an ice machine that's leaking and overfilled with ice. And then there is a enormous slot machine looking thing. There's like anime characters and swords on it. Lights are lighting up. There's like fingers that are pointing towards the middle of it. There's a giant slot machine handle that you can pull down. And then there's a slot that says gold. On the front of it, you can see all of these symbols that you can't even understand, and a bunch of large, like almost Easter eggs, like capsules that are different colored inside of it. And a big, vending machine at the bottom. There's a Gashapon.
Or go up there without any coins and try and do something.
You have the cursed one.
You do have a cursed coin. The cursed coin.
But you don't know it's cursed.
I thought you said it wasn't cursed.
It's not cursed.
The cursed coin value is that it's probably not cursed. I'm sure the curse is worn off by now. If you use it on the Gashapon, there's no such thing as tiers. It just gives you 1 item from any tier. Well, there's no tiers regardless, but there's no rarity when you use a cursed coin. It's just random.
All right. Take the coin and.
All right, so Gad does. He goes, now before we go any further, what's your names?
Sheldon.
Randy Butterman. Pleasure to meet you.
He kind of
Offer him
All right. Randy. And then you.
Sheldon Dinkelman.
You guys are all so.
And that's Butterman with an I.
And then
Oh,
there's
Butterman.
Dahlia. What?
We don't need last names.
I registered with an I first and was thinking like Randy with an I. But then I remember somewhere in my head that you said
Randy Bitterman. All right. And so you put the coin in.
Yes.
Okay. Well, we have an app now that someone made.
Wow.
Dungeons and Coding made it, and it's kind of amazing. So, there's a Gashpon tab.
Oh, gosh,
Boop. And then you have a cursed gold.
Cursed gold.
So go ahead and hit it.
Uh-oh.
Grandma's deck.
Okay.
Ooh.
So write down you have Grandma's deck. It's an old tattered deck of cards. When it comes down in this giant capsule. You pop it open and like this like lead goo pours out, and then in the bottom there's a small deck of cards. It's really worn. It's covered in wine stains and smells like a chain smoker's house. But you know it's got character. Any knowledge roll to cast magics, which is something that we have used before, while the deck is in an item slot, can be re-rolled, but the second roll must be used. You can only use it once per job, so you have like a one-shot item essentially. All right?
So wait.
So if you roll magics
Yeah.
with knowledge, you can re-roll it once per job.
But I have to use it.
But you have to use the second roll.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
hopefully. All right, let's do this.
Great.
You have all the gold.
I know.
My
Yeah.
face is so
Should
itchy,
we-
and this makeup. I'm gonna just go for
The
it.
power should help.
Should we give the
I-
civilians any money?
Not yet. I'm
You see the Dahlia, the goblin, walk up with a giant sack of gold and just dig into it.
Spawn like wait. Yeah, I'm
I
gonna
bet.
put in 50.
Oh,
I bet.
Holy!
That's how much I was gonna put.
I bet Randy
50-50?
Jr. would love this machine.
50-50.
We'll see.
So
How much
they
I
have
like
the
it
sack
yet.
of gold and puts. She pulls out 50 gold, and you just shove it in.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Pull the
you guys
lever.
get something cool.
Pull the lever, clonk.
You missed it.
Harp bow.
All right. You might need to write it. Here, I'll write it down for you. All right. The sweeter the melody, the truer the aim. If only you'd given all your all in 6th grade orchestra.
How do they know?
Well, they know.
This is an internal thought.
Honestly, sad thing is, 6th grade is when I stopped playing in orchestra.
Oh no!
Same.
This was a personal attack.
Yeah, apparently.
Viola be like,
Dave knows too much.
Okay. Here we go, Dahlia.
Thanks.
There is
Whoa.
50 gold left in the sack. You
All
guys
right.
see that the sack is quite a bit lighter.
I'm like, alright.
I'm gonna hurry over to Dahlia and be like, hey.
Is there anything you guys want to do? You're already standing next to the
We
Gashpon,
know the
but you
shit
two?
that's gonna go down here.
Gonna communicate with my muscles to Gad in a Full Metal Alchemist style meet and greet.
Oh.
Earl
Okay.
Armstrong.
He kind of like, he's like bleeding, like actively. He's like, but he does take note. He like looks at you, he's like, you're gonna need it, kid.
I am gonna stand over by the ice machine looking for a payphone.
There is no payphone. Alright, what do you guys do?
Like, hey Dahlia. Can I use
Yes?
the rest of that gold we got for it?
I mean, I don't know these. Well,
Gad does
plebeians.
from like the side of the elevator. He goes, "You're gonna need all the help you can get, whether that's 2 items that you can fight with, or 10
You know I got training from my dad.
terrible
I can
things."
beat people up.
Who is your dad? You keep mentioning him, but I don't know who he is.
Am I allowed to say who my dad is? Small man in the basement.
Okay.
What do you do?
I look to see if they do anything, but I'm gonna hand the coins to him.
You rolling? I like rolling more. That was fun.
I'm
I give it to him to make the choice.
You're hesitant.
You're holding a bag of 50 gold coins.
Can I borrow a couple of those? I need to use them on the payphone when I find it. I seem to have
I hand them
lost
each
my
one
change.
coin.
One coin?
Why is Danny calling me?
How come this person got 50?
You're new around these parts.
But they got 50. We get one? We got a bowl. I got a deck of cards. This is a weird Halloween party.
No, see, if you don't do it now, you'll get more candy later.
But I want it now.
Oh, but this doesn't give out candy. This just gives out stuff.
How do I know
We
that?
gotta get going,
I'm telling
kids.
you.
I don't trust you at all.
I throw 2 coins at them,
Dad's, like,
and
breathing
then they
heavier.
shove the rest in the cash box.
How much? Wait.
I throw 1 coin at each.
So you both have a gold coin.
I thought I had 2.
No, you used your first one.
You did, yeah.
Through 2.
Oh.
Oh.
No. He threw one to each.
Alright. Well,
Are you throwing any to Tommy Powers?
Tommy Powers, I watched Tommy Powers rip his shirt in half. I'm like, Tommy Powers is good.
I put the coin in.
Okay.
Tommy thinks to himself about how his shirt was pre-ripped.
I was like, Tommy's fine. Tommy can handle this.
Really shot myself in the butt this time. Alright, let's pull the lever. For your 1 gold coin, you have a small red wagon. Thankfully, it can fit into the elevator with ease.
Yes, I got
You
Trick or
don't have to
treaters
write it on your items list if you carry it behind you.
I got this last time too.
Did
Yep.
Ben, are you holding onto your gold coin?
I'm going to put it in, and I'm going to say, I hope it's a payphone.
Hello, operator.
It's a small glowing rock. It emits a dim light just enough to see your hands in front of you in pitch darkness. Now,
I'm
So
going
now
to put
there's
it.
48.
you
There's
can guess
48
one. There's
gold.
48 left.
I'm going to put it up to my ear.
Yep.
Do I
It's
hear
a
Rock's not a conch.
It's like you can hear the ground.
Sounds like wrong.
Are you pulling the gash pod?
Oh, I mean,
I feel like
still looking swole over there. So I guess.
I feel like it's only fair if this individual over here gets to roll 1 too.
I don't know what we're doing, so, you know.
Yo, Tommy, you need any help? Or you good with your
You
way?
put money in vending machine and get an item. That's it.
You might get something cool.
It's kind of cool.
Got a deck of cards.
24 is my football number, so roll.
He's hustling you.
Oh, that's nice. I give him 2.
You
I
should
didn't
give
say-
him 6, 2 and 4.
All right, I'll give you 6.
You gonna put the 6 in?
Tommy will remember
Oh,
this.
you.
Do you want to roll the
You
gash
can
pod?
hustle for more.
Yeah, you gotta make an argument.
No, I'm gonna hold them.
Okay. Lee, you got
42.
Crookshanks. You got 42 left. You want to roll it?
Yeah.
Well, you want to do
All
2
at
items?
once?
2 items or 1? You should do 2, I think.
Just in case.
No,
I do
all in.
32 and 10.
32. All right. So 10. Pull the lever.
When?
Strong magnet.
Ooh.
It's painfully strong. And 32.
4H. Pencil.
The ever-burning torch, an ever-burning and unquenchable flame, will provide light and fire at all times, cannot be put out. A constant light in the darkness. Don't set it down next to your spellbook.
We don't have to sneak anywhere.
All right, let's go. He gets back in the elevator.
Got a magnet and a torch.
Pull the wagon.
Oh, the ever-burning.
I put my candy in the wagon and I pull it.
Okay, easily you succeed on this task. All right, you all back in the elevator
Yeah.
with your new items.
I bet Randy Jr. is going to love this pet rock I got him.
Is that your dog?
No,
His
it's
son.
my son.
What's the 9-9?
dog.
Is it his wife or his dog?
Who names their dog Randy?
All right.
Me?
Uh,
My dog is named Randy.
Is it really?
Yes.
Your name.
Why'd you question me?
once you're all in the elevator, Gad slams the thing forward again, and it starts going up slowly. Gad says, "All right, the ride to floor 67 isn't that long. Tell me anything I might need to know about you two, or you lot, in great haste."
Well, what kind of Halloween mansion thing is this? I mean, what do we gotta expect? Is it gonna be spooky or?
You haven't been here before, have you?
Oh, I thought this was a Halloween party.
Okay. Here's what's gonna happen. We gotta go. I'm not too bad at this, and I kind of got my shit kicked in today, and I think I wore him down a little bit. But we need to end this man thing before he does any harm to this hotel. And I think we have to do it now because I gave him some bruises, but
What?
This is like one of those role-playing safaris.
yeah, think of it like that.
What is it?
Huh?
What is it?
What is
He?
what?
Who?
Finnegan Feck. He's kind of a monster. I fought him before and
What's this?
wiped the floor with him, but
Finnegan. He's right here.
he's an undead and not one of the good ones. I've dealt with this rascal before, but it seems he's been using the hotel's medcons to his advantage these days. This guy found a cheat code and now he's exploiting it. Also, don't let him look at you. Seems he got that little trick since last time I met him, and one-on-one, it's an awfully helpful gimmick.
Yo, Tommy, you know
That's
what
why
I'm
you're
talking
here. I need your help,
about?
and we need to end this now. So we're going to floor 67 to,
So I didn't sign a waiver on the way in here. So is this one of the things where the actors aren't supposed to touch you?
No, the actors are going to touch you, and it's going to hurt.
Oh, here's your waiver. I pull like a paper out of my bag and I wrote, "You might die," and I give it to you to sign.
Yo, these guys take
You
their
guys,
job very seriously.
you guys are what you just said. You guys are sort of getting the vibe that this isn't a joke anymore, and a little bit nervous. You're not nervous at all.
Dude, not me. I'm just like dumbfounded. These guys are
Tommy.
going all in.
All of his own stunts.
I just can't believe these guys are going so in on Halloween. I'm so impressed.
I'm gonna lean forward and be like, did he take on any of the consoles?
Yo, what are they talking
Well,
about?
I haven't found floor 66 or 67's console, so I'm assuming
What's
so.
a console?
Oh, hero. That's where,
That's
where the
dog
kid
in
here.
It's like the guy with the disc head that goes, yeah, Power
It's kind of like that.
Okay.
I was like,
Um,
that's warm on my lip.
Is it like the PC and Pokemon?
yes. Sort of like the PC book.
Dad has played all the Pokemon games because of Kate. Canonically.
Canonically.
Yo, he's played Pokemon? I love Pokemon. You know what I am? I'm a Snorlax. My favorite Pokemon.
Alright, this is gonna be a rough day.
You know, my son really likes Pokemon.
Yeah, it's a fun game, right?
Yeah,
Pokemon.
those children really get into it.
Yeah, man, it's just so fun being a Pokemon master.
How old is your dog?
Die.
Dad goes, yeah.
Mom got it for me like last year, and you know, it was so fun. Except it sent out a lot of things on the. I don't know how to read this language, but you know. Fun.
Okay. Finnegan Feck, he's not gonna really go easy on us.
Mr. Heck, okay.
And he kind of like looks down and like there's like a gash like this big and his feathers are like bleeding and he's literally like burned. Like part of his jacket is like burned off.
Crazy prop.
He's like, Finnegan Feck is a lich, and now he's also bought time with curses and cybernetics. This is how he's messing with himself. He's purposely falling against foes so that the hotel's life support systems rebuild him. So now he's a monstrosity. I fought him once before, and it was fine. I thought it would be fine again. It's gotten worse. So we're going to floor 67 to turn off some of his gadgets he's got, and then we have to go finish him once and for all. You up for that?
What
He's
do we
like,
get? What do we get at the end?
Blood.
Does anyone have a camera?
I'll give you a lollipop, kid.
I'm 27.
You're a kid.
I'm older than him.
I'm sure
My
there's
God.
I'm sure there's quite a few fun things on his floor. that you can have. I don't want any of it. All right.
Like a payphone?
There's probably a payphone up there too. Yeah.
I'll give you this magnet. That I got
Pretty cool.
out of the prize machine.
As he holds up the magnet, it goes. It sticks to the top of the ceiling.
You go with it?
No.
What if he's
Oh,
tall enough?
I'm not just still
No.
holding on to it.
No, you were like holding it with your just 4 fingers, and it sucked out of your fingers and stuck to the ceiling.
I'm just like, I'll have to remember that for later.
You should get it now.
See how strong that magnet was?
Pick me up.
Painfully.
Not
Pick me
stronger
up.
than Tommy.
I'm gonna lift Dahlia
Tommy, do you
up.
try and get it?
Yes.
Okay, you can jump and then make a strength roll to pull it off. So roll how many pips you have in strength.
Tommy.
How
One.
many- you grab hold of it and you go, and then it goes, and you fall back down to the floor.
Is he holding it?
Yeah,
Oh.
Tommy. Powers.
you have the magnet. Do you want to give it back to Crookshanks?
Yes.
You're just gonna have me get stuck to a wall
Alright.
somewhere.
Tommy still remembers that.
The elevator,
Tommy
ting,
will remember
and the
this.
doors open. Inside this room, it's pretty brightly lit, but sporadic. There's obviously ceiling panels that are lit, but the walls are high, with a domed ceiling 60, 70 feet up. And it kind of arcs up into this center piece. From the center of the ceiling hangs a giant, 20-foot sparking bulb, like a big metal thing, metal plated glass bulb that's just like just like sparking and sputtering. And
Oh, trust me. I've been to a disco.
and every time it sparks, you guys are like. It's hard to look at. There's twisting rods sticking out from it. It's blindingly
Hat
bright.
down to protect my eyes.
But it shows that the floor is what looks to be a type of lab, but for mechanics, mechanisms, like cybernetics. It's got rows upon row of unfinished robotics, tubes filled with jelly animals, jellied animals, and broken parts. It kind of makes.
Alligator you throw
Are they
in
like
the
diaphanized animals?
I don't know what that word means.
When
Yes.
it makes your flesh see-through, so you just see the bones.
Yeah,
and the purple.
yeah. It kind of makes a small maze of no.
Oh.
A small maze of things, but you do see there is a smaller one of these bulbs on the ground. It's in a metal plinth, and it stands about 8 feet tall. It's got blinking lights and spinning drives on the outside of it with a large metal switch. There are 4 different doors that you can see that go off of this panel. Some of them are broken off their hinges. Other ones are just wide open. As you walk in, Gad walks out. Finnegan's lair is on the floor below us. The problem is, the energy down there is unreal. He's basically siphoning everything from this old lab to use to his advantage. So we need to cut his power, which is that monstrosity up there. And it's just the balls are... and he's like, problem is, I don't know how to do that.
Does the bulb look very thick, like the glass itself?
Yes, and it's also plated with metal and stuff like that.
What about
It's also really high up.
the surface around it? If you can't break through the door, you cut the door out of the wall.
It's on the ceiling, 70 feet up, and the ceiling's metal.
Got this magnet. Tie Dahlia to it.
What?
You're the smallest.
I'm still 4 feet tall.
Gad walks out into the maze of parts.
Wait, how? So does
And
the
he does sit down on
does the
an
harpo
old
have
console.
arrows, or is it based on how the music?
Fires
of
like
it?
music.
I wanna. Can I try to hit it with my
The
bow?
thing up above?
Yeah.
Sure.
It's like SpongeBob.
It's, so it's a
when he's
knowledge
staring at
roll.
the goofy
Is that what that
goober.
means?
Yes.
Okay, here, you gotta move your foot.
So you roll your knowledge
I got-
plus that many dice. Oh, but it doesn't have any plus dice, so yeah, just your
2
knowledge.
dice or 2 successes.
2 successes? Alright, so that's like 14 wounds, essentially.
A success is what again?
Ooh. Okay.
It's anything 4 and up. So 4, 5, 6. So you... And it makes like a guitar, like...
Okay, I got 2 successes. Should sound good.
Nope.
6th grade was a while ago.
Not at all. Sounds awful.
And so yeah, you fire it, and it hits the thing, and you see it like it just kind of bangs off some of it. Doesn't seem like it does much.
Really?
Yeah.
14 wounds didn't do anything?
I mean, it's a giant metal-plated bulb.
Oh, it's metal plated. Like,
Yeah. There's like plates all around. You can see the light flickering out from like
Like the
inside
cracks?
these metal plates.
like the cracks between the plates?
It's a
or-
big old
Yeah,
disco
essentially.
ball.
Yeah. It's almost a big disco ball. Yeah.
Okay.
Can I pop the collar on my Hawaiian shirt?
Yes, you can do that.
Fan self.
And I'm gonna start getting a little bit groovy and doing some awkward father disco dance moves
Okay.
while I'm like moving throughout the maze looking for a phone.
I think I have as many regrets at this moment.
Is there any music playing in the background, or is he just doing that?
He's just doing that. There's no music playing. Okay, so when you're like walking among the refuse, kind of searching through things to try and find a phone, you can roll a d6.
5.
Okay. You find what looks to be like a torch with a pack on it, and like a handle, and it has a big button on it, and it says Graftling gun.
Torch like British for flashlight,
No.
or torch
We're not
like
British.
what I have torch?
What do you have?
A flaming torch.
He has the torch
Like,
I never
like a
done.
medieval torch.
Versus like a flashlight.
No,
Neither.
it's
torch.
like an acetylene torch.
Yes.
Oh.
It's like a propane torch.
blowtorch.
Blowtorch. Yes. It is a Graftling gun.
Hey guys, I found a thing!
I did a thing.
I'm going to hold it up
Like a
like a phone
phone?
receiver.
Oh my God. Someone went to Home
What does it
Depot.
sound like?
Oh, are you gonna press the button on it?
I'm not.
Well, then
Butterman,
you
no!
don't, you don't hear any sounds then.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna be holding my torch and looking around to see if I can see if a wire comes down from the ceiling and connects to.
None that you can see, no. You do see, the only other thing... No, there's no wire.
I go up.
I was trying to think of a way to describe it. There's no way to describe
How
it.
high up is it?
Like 70 feet up.
I go up to Mr. Dad and asked him, so this is one of them puzzle rooms. I'm assuming we gotta turn that light off. Any ideas, Mr. Dad?
You are correct. I believe we have to turn that light off. And he like looks into it. Well, he does not squint because he does not have eyelids. Do birds have eyelids?
No.
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
They do.
Do they?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Well, they do, but it's like those
Snakes
eyelids
don't.
that just... It's like the snake.
They have.
Isn't it like the snake ones where they just like use it to...
Do birds have 1 or 2 eyelids?
That was 2.
Looks like that.
Because I know lizards have the
Okay.
rotating membrane,
Chat.
but I
Got
forget.
in your
Two
items.
birds have eyelids.
Can I try the magnet?
What does Dad say?
Are you
So,
putting me on
Gad-
the magnet?
Gad looks at you and goes,
Okay.
well, I'm assuming, there's a switch over there, and he points to the bulb with the big switch on it that's on the ground.
Alright.
And he's like, I tried that before. It didn't do anything.
Did you try turning it on and off again?
Yes.
Well, there's
He
multiple...
doesn't sound extremely
So-
confident.
Are you
So-
sure?
There's
Ran-
multiple
Randy-
rooms, right?
You were in the main, like, atrium,
Atrium.
and that bulb's in the center, below the one in the ceiling, and then there's like 2 rooms off to the left, 1 room off to the right, and then there's kind of like near the elevator, there's like a glass, almost like what's it called?
Alcove?
Yeah, kind of like the
Crawl
rooms
space?
that. Oh, I wrote it down.
A sunroom? You can't. Greenhouse?
Unrelated to the word of algo.
Yes, continue.
Did Ben get
I'll-
he got a propane torch?
What looks like a propane torch?
Open door.
All right. I'm going to. How far away are you from me? You walked away.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I didn't see him get it.
No.
All right.
Sister.
He did say he found a thing, though.
Because Crookshanks wants to send me up with the magnet, and I don't have anything but a bow and a big pistol.
It's like an overseer's room. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, like, bolted onto the
Office?
walls.
Well,
Yeah, it's a little office.
well, if you fought
Cubby.
Mr. Fleckle Findelman,
Finnegan.
Fleckle Finnegan,
Yes, yeah.
you fought him. How did you get there? You had to go through
I
this
just
room.
went to floor 66.
We can't get there anymore.
We can get there, but
We're
It's
not
filled
ready.
with energy, as he said,
you're gonna
and
get...
we die.
And he looks down at his body that's, like, riddled with, like, burns.
So you don't know what's on this floor? Is there anything we should, like, any advice?
I tried turning that one off. And as soon as I turned that one off, it yelled rebooting at me, and then it turned back on.
I'm gonna go look in the office.
Okay. In the office, there is a bunch of like Commodore manuals, kind of like these. There's like a small computer console with like a crack through it. There's a bunch of like ledgers and stuff like that. And then on the wall, next to where the door is, there's like all the glass. There's a small placard that reads, turn off capacitors, depress button, power will cycle for 30 seconds before coming back online. And then there's a small glass case with a red button that says force restart button.
I feel like restart isn't what we want, though, because that means turn back on and possibly activate him more and alert him. But I'm gonna shout out to Gad and Dolly, like, hey, found it.
Is there like force restart, but like stop it from rebooting?
I mean, we could take
Who are you asking that
the,
question?
if we find
God.
the
No.
if we find the capacitors and we take one out while it's shut down during the reboot, it shouldn't be able to reboot back up unless. Oh wait, no, I can't see that part because I wouldn't do that.
Hey, Tommy. Find me some stuff. I want to try welding it.
Should we ask if any of them are electricians?
Are any of you guys electricians?
I know what electric Pokemon's attack moves are.
What is your
Okay.
job? Right.
Professional ice cream taster.
Oh right.
Ice cream
Tommy?
He's the Red Ranger.
He's the Red Ranger.
Don't call me Tommy. Power for nothing.
What?
What do we got here?
We need to turn it all off.
So we have to deactivate two capacitors and then press
You want
the
to read
button.
it again?
Is there a desk?
Yes.
There's a desk.
I want to read it again.
Alright, I'm gonna push the button and then flip the
No!
desk over and hold it against the wall.
You tried to push the button, but there's a glass case in front of it.
That's not
Smash
working.
that.
You can't do that. But give me a second.
I'm gonna
Sorry.
grab one of the manuals and chuck it at Tommy as he's trying to just indent the
It says,
button.
turn off capacitors, then depress button. Power will cycle for 30 seconds before coming back online. Did you yelled out to Gad and them?
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys go in.
I was with him.
Oh, okay. Okay, so you're in there. So Gad kind of comes by and goes, all right. That'll give us enough time. And he's like kind of thinking for a second. He's like, yeah.
Do you mean to go
What
down
if-
and kill him in 30 seconds?
Yeah, what if we're in there?
Gad?
Turn it back on.
Well, the power isn't really for the whole floor. It's just for him. I think if we turn the capacitors off, we can hit this button and it'll turn off. And then, if you haven't noticed, I'm not exactly in fighting shape.
Yeah.
Well,
I just-
I'm not in that room, so.
I know. I'm talking to them.
Okay.
He's like, and he's talking to you. Like, you guys are from the hotel, so he's kind of like,
And Tommy Powers is here.
oh, and Tommy Powers.
And Tommy
Tommy Powers strong. He goes, so I don't think I have another one in me. But I'm assuming if we hit the button right now, nothing's gonna happen. We can try it if you want to.
So if they went to the door next to the elevator, I am going to go to the right.
Okay. So you go out the
Sheldon
right door.
must get lost.
Yes.
It's like the Dark Cave in Pokemon Red.
It's like the Silphco lab.
Fucking hate
Nah,
the
I mean, I
caves.
can't. I don't know where I'm going, so it's the Dark Cave to me.
Okay, so you go down a hallway, a little bit of a hallway. It's got some like hang in there posters, and then it ends in a room, and the room is filled with bubbling vats of liquid. And then in the back of the room there is another one of these capacitor-looking things, the big bulb that's like 8 feet tall, and it's sitting in the back of the room.
Is the room lit?
Yeah, you can see it. I mean, there's just like a bunch of bubbling 5-foot vats that have like green, yellow, and red liquid in them. And then this thing's got kind of a plinth that it's like plugged into, kind of like a big light bulb, but it looks a little weirder.
Like a vacuum tube.
Like a vacuum tube. And then on the bottom, there's a bunch of like drives and weird stuff, and then there's a big switch.
You know.
Do I
Punch.
take the thing and go
Punch
whack.
Okay. You go whack. You go.
Oh.
Shuts down, and then you hear rebooting, like just like this robotic voice that comes out of the speaker of the thing, and it goes and starts up again.
Did we notice anything?
You probably heard it from like
Besides
the room over.
here?
You heard the rebooting?
But nothing changed on our side?
No, the other ones,
Probably one of the other rooms.
you wouldn't have seen. You are her standing still in the atrium, right? You see the one in the center, the little one, like kind of goes like dimmer when it yells rebooting, and then it brights up again.
So really,
Well,
nothing changed. We just restarted it.
All of the garbage that I've kind of been going through,
Are you continuing to go through it?
yes.
Okay.
But, like, all of the stuff that I know I definitively can't use, I'm just, like, welding together. Like Katamari Damacy.
I've made,
midlife
I've
crisis
made
I've
a
ever
terrible
seen
mistake. All right. You do so. Yeah.
And then I'm going to roll.
The problem is, you can only weld 2 items together.
Yeah.
So, it's getting like... I feel like it's more of like a chain that you're creating than a ball.
Yes.
You
Okay.
could make it into a spiral.
It's gonna be very.
I'm not a very good
Yeah,
welder.
but you can't... Okay, continue.
How long is my poking stick now?
Well, it depends on what you're welding together.
Just anything.
Are you like welding things on like the floor, or are you like 2 sticks welded? Now I have a longer stick.
Yes.
So, okay. So you have like a robotic arm thing that's like 6 feet long.
Alright.
And it like you have to like hold it with like it's got a hand on the end
Both
of it.
hands.
Okay, I am going...
Any more you think it's gonna be too heavy to carry.
Alright. Using my homeowner skills, I'm going...
I'm listening.
Because I built my kids a treehouse. I'm going to start building supports.
Where are your kids? Okay.
I never found out how old your dog was.
They're with the tour group. I'm
When
going
did
to
you
start
do it?
building like a vertical support so that it's like a very shoddy ladder going up towards the giant orbs.
So you want to build a
Why don't
shop.
you roll a focus check?
You're doing a scaffolding.
I'm gonna be peeking back out of the office and just be like,
You are gonna run out of junk soon. There's like a lot, but not this.
A 4 and a 2.
So you're welding, and you like it starts to go, and then stops.
Perfect.
Now it's like touching the wall, and it's like 8 feet tall.
Perfect. We'll keep going.
Okay. Roll a d6.
3,
Roll another one.
he gets crushed.
1.
As you were welding things together, absent-mindedly, you weld a what clearly is a sword. Just weld it right onto it, and it's welded to it. It's got like a lion hilt, and like
Oh, God.
and like claws on it, and then the sword comes out from there. It's very pretty. It is now welded to it.
Hey, Tommy, I made you a sword.
It's on the end of an 8-foot long like tower with a thing. It's like here.
Shucks, Megazord sword.
Human beings. Okay.
I feel like Tommy has.
And you're kind of like, oh.
It was a sword.
Now it's a longer sword.
No, now it's a big hunk of junk.
Yeah.
How heavy does this look?
It is unliftable.
Okay.
You're currently standing on it, I assume, because you had to get to the top to keep welding things to it. So it's unliftable.
Sturdy.
I am going to see if I can con Tommy and that fat kid in the Snorlax costume into helping me push this over to the big ball that's on the floor in the middle of the room and tipping it over on it.
I'm not there. I'm just looking at.
You have to physically try this. So
Yes. I'm going to get Tommy.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go find that fat kid.
Trying to get it down.
You walk into here with the other three. You guys are still looking at the button.
Yeah. Hey, did you hear the like weird rebooting thing?
No. The
He did.
the welding was a little bit loud.
The welding.
Wait, you were welding without a face mask? So you're like
A
blind?
visor?
No, he is completely sunburned.
So like
like
nothing.
red.
He's like looking straight at it.
So nothing happened out there, like while the computer did the thing out there. You're not. Yeah.
Oh, no,
Giant
I'm
light
just gonna
bulb
keep
do
doing it.
anything.
I made a ladder and
Yeah.
a sword.
You welded things. I get it. But nothing happened like with the light or like with the other things over there.
Oh, you mean that? Yeah, there was the like weird light bulb looking thing. That got a little bit dimmer, I think. So they really need to check out the wiring in this place.
Okay.
Gad says agreed.
The insurance must be ridiculous.
It is.
So okay, so like whatever that thing is,
It's a
maybe
loophole.
if we restart and reboot at the same time, maybe we can shut it down.
I kind of want to go back to the sword that he mentioned.
Did he mention the sword? I wasn't
Yeah.
listening, honestly.
Swords are cool. I kind of want to see what he found with the sword.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, I made a sword.
I'm pretty sure the sword is
Megazord
there.
sword.
Ice cream taster.
What do you know?
There's nothing else in that room I can see, right? Just the vats?
Switch,
It's
yeah.
going drink, drink, drink.
Are the vats like plated in the metal or no?
They're metal vats that are just bubbling with lots of liquid.
Does it do anything when I do the thing or no?
You dip a
They
little
go
finger
they like stop heating up so much.
Stop
But
boiling.
it kind of reboots.
in. Or are they like
quickly,
cooling
so.
vats?
Alright, so
Probably.
with my
Yeah,
expert
Make
Your
some
fans.
fans.
skills with electronics,
Yeah. You do have pretty good skills with electronics, yeah.
I do.
You've changed the Game Boy batteries, haven't you?
Oh, you're right, you're right.
Wow, that takes
So-
a lot of skill.
Hey!
See, whenever I play my NES and it's not working right,
Those don't have batteries.
well, yeah, I know, but whenever I'm playing it and it doesn't work right,
Yeah?
I blow into it and then I turn it on and off again.
Okay.
And so I'm assuming this is just a bigger one of those.
Okay.
Looking
So
for
I'm
a
turning
slot
it on and
block.
off, like, just keep doing it.
Okay, you guys, the lights are like flickering. It's like, whoa, what? Now you can notice it because it's happening like very frequently.
Does that glass lift
Well, it's like
on the
No.
button?
it's like down and then I just go up again.
It's also like 18 also.
The glass on the button?
Oh, and the button? No.
It's only fire.
It's like a fire extinguisher or fire.
Okay, I'm like watching the lights flicker, and I just want to lift it and push it.
It doesn't lift.
It doesn't lift?
smash
No.
it.
Okay, I take my fucking big crystal and go and press it all the way to the button.
Okay, you
They
smash.
said 2.
You smash it in the button. You press the button, and when you press the button in,
There's 2 buttons?
no.
Oh, hi,
It said
doggy.
2 capacitors. And then the button.
Okay, but if one
Will it
capacitor-
sausage?
Never said that.
Yeah, you did.
Turn off capacitors, then depress button. Yeah, that doesn't mean to.
Use
Needs
multiple.
more than one.
Well,
Power will
if one's
second
not
30
working.
seconds before coming out. So he turns it off. You press the button, and you hear like, "Whack," and it stops.
Okay.
And then you still see the power.
The
The
power.
button
the
does
power-
not do much.
Okay, after
Okay.
doing this for like a good minute and a half, 2 minutes, my mind is just I'm bored, and so I'm going.
Wait.
I'm
so,
going to
okay.
the other room.
So, he did his thing. I turned off the button. There's other rooms, right?
Yeah, there's like
Yeah,
three.
I'm
There's two
gonna
other
dart
rooms.
into like one of the rooms.
Okay, which one? There's one on the left?
The one closest to me.
Okay.
I'm going to
Take-
the other one on the right, or the other one on the left.
There
There's
was
one on the right, the room they're in, and then two on the left.
I'm going to the other one.
That she's not going into?
Yeah.
Okay. You walk into the first room, and it is a small room that's very tall. It's got a decaying conference table in the center that's just kind of like rickety, and a water cooler. And then there is a another one of these capacitors like 20 feet up on the wall, sticking out.
So is that thing in the middle also a capacitor?
Yeah, it
I,
looks
I
exactly
can't.
like
I
that
can't imagine what a capacitor looks like. Okay.
These three that you've seen all look identical.
Is this one metal plated?
They're all metal plated.
These ones have like a metal plinth, and then it's like a big fucking light bulb that's stuck into it.
Can I try shooting it again?
You want to shoot the
Because
ball?
I couldn't shoot the one in the middle because it was
Yes.
metal plated, right?
Yes, you can try and break it if you want to.
But this one's just glass and
This
then the
one's
metal.
just glass, yeah.
How many arrows do you have?
It plays music. I got 2 successes. One's a 6.
Okay, you shoot it, the glass shatters, and a bolt of electricity just it just hits you, throws you onto your back, and you take 5 wounds.
Oh fuck! That's all you hear for the other room. Ah! Fuck,
So now
I'm
you
like-
see this plinth that's
Yes,
up above.
I-
This plinth that's up above is like a ball of lightning now. It's like a
Alright.
now that it's not contained within its glass bulb.
Okay. I'm laying there.
Yeah, you're numb. You're awake, but you're numb.
Very fried.
I'm
Hair's
gonna go
out.
over and see what that noise was.
I'm just
Okay.
eating candy. as
You-
I
Check
go
out this
over
cool
there.
sword that I made.
You automatically see what the noise was.
Like-
you're like, yeah, all right. You
The electrocuted.
I'm literally just
go into the last room.
going to the last room, piece of candy in my hand, eating it. When I finish that one, another one.
Okay, you walk into the last room, and it is a swimming pool. Tile.
Water and
It's
electricity.
very dark. The water is like murky.
Ew.
There's like some like
I've seen this horror movie.
there's like some like
Sludge.
not a lot like sludge, like little plants and stuff coming out the sides.
I'll take
Some
a,
duckweed.
Wow.
And then you see the water like glimmering with a light of some sort beneath the surface.
I take my piece of candy that is half eaten in my hand, and I throw it at the murky water.
Wow. That's a waste of candy.
I have so much candy.
It clumps in.
Does anything happen?
And you see ripples go throughout the water, and the light kind of shimmers, and then nothing happens.
I can't believe you just littered.
You're not there. You don't know
I
that.
know.
You don't know that. I could just take
Me
all
as
my
a
candy and
person-
just dump it in there.
What are you two doing?
I'm showing him the cool sword ladder.
You see that he has clearly welded a perfectly good sword to this ladder.
Trying to wrap my head around wielding the entire thing.
Impossible. it's like 20 feet tall.
You say time was
more
delusional.
Turns into a mecha. Now we can
Gonna climb his thing.
Okay, you climb up to the top and you see the sword, like,
Alright, I'm gonna
like the
wrap.
sword in the stone.
I'm gonna wrap my nunchucks around where the sword is connected
Uh-huh.
to, where that bead of weld is. I'm gonna hang from it. Try
Okay.
to bounce up and down, and break it off.
Nothing happens. The grappling gun does say welds 2 objects together permanently.
Then I'm gonna do it right where the pommel is.
Okay. It bends. It does not break. Permanently.
We could take the Gratling gun to it again.
Disconnect the thing that
See
it's
if
welded
it's screw off.
The grappling gun only welds. It does not unweld.
Well, here.
I'm gonna let you in on the grappling gun is good because it welds anything together. It's bad. The only reason it's bad is because you cannot unweld it.
Well, you
What
see,
am
what
I
I would do
strong
in that
at?
situation.
Otherwise, it's way too powerful.
What I would do in that situation is if I had like a pencil or something or a pen, I would like scratch off the part that says permanent, and maybe that might work. Maybe.
I'm gonna swing back on top.
You do see the weld is not moving whatsoever. The sword is going like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if it screws off.
Because it was
Like
a
the
very good
pommel?
sword
Yeah.
then.
Which part did you weld?
The tip of the sword.
Yes.
Like the tip of the blade.
Yes, it does screw off, Jesse.
Okay.
You now have a lion hilt pommel. It's quite nice.
Then I'm gonna try to break it halfway through the blade.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you do so?
The same way with the bouncing on
With
it.
bouncing?
Yeah.
It starts to like bend a little bit, and you're kind of feeling it. Why don't you roll a strength check? See if you can like kick your feet.
Power. 2.
Okay. You and then like right in the center, it just goes like up the side of it. So one side is longer than the other. And then you just go as you fall onto the ground. Take 1 wound.
Power.
Sorry. Take 2 wounds, but your armor will ignore it. So I don't know what your armor is.
His guns.
My armor is 2.
Okay, then you're fine. You hit the ground.
Power.
Air gets knocked out of you. What?
What is WV2 item?
Wound value. It's how much
Oh,
damage it
okay.
does. So you hit the ground, gets the wind knocked out of you, and then we're gonna have to change this up a little bit.
So I have
You have a lion
I
hilt.
have Anduril.
So, basically, it's lion hilted.
I've been electrocuted enough times
gotta
to
find
see
it
for
first.
drink.
What?
After being electrocuted, you're like,
Oh,
I need to drink.
Yeah, I forgot to have a bottle of wine.
Before I die, pour me a glass of wine.
No.
You know what? I believe in myself. Going in that water.
Oh.
Actually, wait. Do I see the thing? But
aren't you also in like darkness?
If only you had a glowing rock.
Or a ever burning torch?
I can spot you with my nunchuck
Does that
in
mean
case you're
burn
drowning.
underwater? Like,
you see,
it's just like the torches in Minecraft.
you see.
Okay.
I'm
Hear me out.
the only one in the
Sword
room.
chucks.
I'm the only one in the room right now. So the
So
reason why I threw that piece of candy in the water
There.
Most
to
dangerous
see
thing
what's
I've ever
in the bottom.
I like it.
That'll determine if it's deep or not.
Everything likes candy.
We'll wing it.
Wait, what?
Just a really
Well, yeah.
big
When you,
goldfish.
it's like when you throw a rock. Oh, I mean, I used to do that because I'm. Well, yeah. I don't know how deep it is. I want to go in there.
Yeah,
You're gonna be
but
like the
in pool,
settlers
like
who
it-
put a rope into one of
Hi,
the
Jesse.
lakes
You
out
throw
west,
like
and they're
3
like,
feet of
it
water,
never
3 feet of
ends.
water, like candy and 3 feet of
You
water.
get
It's
no
looking at
extra
the same
bonuses
ripples
for
as
the
6 feet of
sword.
water.
With my knowledge, I'm
I
hoping
don't
that
think
it's
you're gonna
singing,
need
and then I can hear it plop in the, like at the bottom.
What does it say?
It's a strength value weapon with no extra bonuses. I crossed out the bonuses because you broke it in half.
Is it a blow weapon or
But
a blade on
it's a
it?
strength value weapon, which I didn't know. So
What is WV?
I'll tell you that when we go to.
I just
The WV is a wound value. So essentially, you roll you roll the ability, so strength. Add however extra dice it gives you. You don't get any extra dice because it is broken. So you have your wounding value is however many successes you roll with that first roll, you multiply by your wound value.
All right.
And if you roll 1-1, it malfunctions.
Butterman. You know what to do.
Time to weld two
Oh
things
no!
He's gonna have a really good grip on those nunchucks.
I created a grand mistake.
So I'll help him out and make him some sword chucks.
one sword chuck.
So, I want you to be very specific. What do you do? And you be quiet.
Well, he's holding out his nunchuck.
in my mind, you are so frenzied that you are welding everything together, and now someone told you, "Hey, can you weld these?" You weld it immediately. So you don't even ask for his permission. You just do it.
I just go tip to tip with the lion and the nunchuck, and just like
With the hilt.
Yep.
Okay, so there is a nunchuck weld, so it's like a dual-handed bottom of the sword with a dangling bit at the bottom and a sword at the top.
Yes.
Great.
Amazing.
It's gonna be like this.
He's gonna do one raw move.
Or you just double hand
Jesse.
and wax.
Now, you can choose to roll strength or speed as your main. Not both. One or the other.
Wow, I wonder
And that
what
is-
you're gonna pick.
This decision is how you're holding it. If you want to hold two-handed or if you want to hold it by the nunchuck and whip it around.
Or what if I get a spinning start though?
We'll talk about it.
You pass me Skittles.
Okay,
Infinite power.
that's going on. What do you got?
I have a.
Who wants to go next? What do you guys do?
I'm electrocuted.
You're electrocuted. Great.
I'm performing, I guess, first aid.
She's alright. She is a little knocked out. She
My
lost a
first
few
aid
brain
is, I
cells.
look down, I'm just like, you good?
She goes,
I'm like, yeah,
Don't
just
call
good.
mom.
Did,
don't call.
I just hold like an arm out, very floppily.
do
I'm
I
just gonna
see
lift
the
you up by
switch
the
or no?
arm.
Like, is there a light switch in here or no?
You see the only light source is flickering below the water.
Bill, what's the worst that can happen?
Snorlax used to
Scared the
surf.
shit out of
It'll
me.
just happen in
I didn't
Harry
see
Potter
Jesse
when
walk
you
away.
might have
There was a ghost.
Yeah.
to be a Horcrux.
I kind of want to take off my suit though, but I feel like this is me.
Your Snorlax suit?
Yeah, because I don't want to get it dirty and gross. But did I hear did the piece of candy hit the bottom? Did I hear it? Or
What?
no?
You can't
it's
hear
floating.
that.
You
It's
don't
floating?
hear it.
Oh, man, okay.
Hear it.
I don't know. I was
It's
hoping.
only if it's like.
I don't know. I
It's
thought it
floating.
would. I
Like a
thought it would
Snickers?
sink. I thought it would sink.
Yeah, but
It's
you don't.
floating.
So there's like plants everywhere.
There's like some
I
plants
understand
along
your
the
pain.
side and
Yeah.
some duckweed in the thing.
I whisper. I'm like, any spooky monsters in there?
You whisper to the water?
Well, I whisper like, you know,
To the
I'm,
mouth.
I'm alone right now,
In
so
the
I
room.
might hear what's going on back there, but like, it's kind of quiet. in
You
here.
hear, no.
Hey, do you like candy?
Nothing.
Where was the no coming from?
You don't know.
It echoes.
It sounded like it was very close to you.
Hero, get down.
I'm gonna fucking die.
I'm gonna, as dumbfounded as that is, I'm gonna slowly back away. I'm gonna slowly back away from this room and start being like, how far away am I from the entrance?
Not too far. Where are you guys?
He just
In
picks
the
me up.
room where somebody goofed the.
And you heard a
Alright.
small voice.
I heard a small voice. I
Girl.
said, "Guys, I'm scared. Come pick me up. I'm scared."
Dumb.
Did you yell out? Or you were like, come pick me up, I'm scared.
Guys, I'm a little scared. There's something in this room.
My paternal instinct kicks in.
I'm 27.
I take off one of my Birkenstock
27-year-old.
sandals and I go running in there looking for the spider I have to smash.
Okay, you run in, he's just standing there next to a pool of water.
There's something in here. I asked if there's any spooky monsters,
My competitive
and they said
spirit
no.
had to beat Randy there. And that's why I
Well-
came.
Okay, full speed.
Yeah, I didn't have no Birkenstocks on no more.
One.
You beat
Sound
him there.
We tied.
I do the fat dad run.
Alright, you both get in there. What do you do?
I tell them that there's something in here, and they say they're not a spooky monster, but it might be a spooky monster.
Alright, where's the spider?
Where's the
Didn't
putty
say no to being a
ninja?
spider.
What?
Could be a spider.
Oh. Alright, well, since I had people
Well, you
here,
were fun.
there's people here now, so I'm not afraid to go in anymore. I'm going in. I mean,
Into the water?
no, I'm walking farther in. Like,
Okay.
I just
Like,
like,
is
with
the-
these
is the-
survival instincts.
oh, I'm just in the room now?
It's pretty dark in like all the corners of the room, and it's a pretty big room.
He
It's
has
like
a
a
glowing
pool.
rock.
Oh, it's a pool?
I have a torch.
Yeah, but
But I'm in the
his
doorway
rod can
with you.
only his rod can only see what's like.
You can see your hands in front of you in total pitch darkness.
Do I hear anything? Like, do I hear anything around me or no? Nothing.
You hear from the far right corner. It's like a rectangular pool, so it's a little bit closer than the far corner. You hear like a kind of like a metal on a track.
Okay. Metal on a track.
Your head.
I walk up to.
You walk into the corner.
Yeah, slowly. I put my wagon in front as I'm like.
Roll focus.
No. I got a 1.
Okay. You.
Shit your pants.
a onesie.
You walk into the corner. You're like. And you don't really see anything, but you do hear that.
Of what? What?
And it's kind of like up above you. But you can't see anything in front of you whatsoever.
How would you describe that noise you just made? As a door opening?
Alright, well.
Is it getting louder or no?
No, it stopped.
Oh.
Like you're pulling something along like a
I
metal
have-
rail, but like it's not greased.
I whisper.
It keeps getting stuck.
Where are you?
And you hear, right here. And it's like, right in front of you. Like, right in front
Kiss
of you.
it.
What do you do?
Kiss out.
Would you like some candy?
That's a frightening question.
Well, I asked him. Hey, I got some big Hershey bars. Do you want one?
George.
You're caught. What?
Can't really eat that type of thing.
I got Skittles, Butterfingers. Anything you like. I'm willing to share.
Flesh.
No thanks.
Okay.
And it's like so close to you. Like so close. Like it's like you guys are talking into each other's mouths.
Yeah, I know.
Kiss it.
So like,
He might not consent.
Say,
This
can
might
I
be the night.
Ask if you can kiss him.
He's gonna like eat my flesh from the inside. He's gonna be like.
like a starfish.
I'm scared of starfish, dude.
I'm gonna walk farther in.
Okay, then.
I'll
With Dolly
stay,
on
I take a deep breath and ask him-
in the doorway.
You're not gonna hurt me, are you?
What?
He has a torch.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
walking in
he's,
with my torch.
he's not. I thought you guys
Are you
were.
walking?
If I was in the door right now, I'm walking into the room because I
Okay,
hear
as
this
you
and
walk
I'm
in,
like, what the
you
fuck?
see there's like a black surface in front of you, and as he walks closer, there's a computer console like almost touching your nose.
Oh.
There is nothing on the screen.
Is there any buttons I can press?
You ask nicely.
Well, do I see any buttons near me?
There are 3 buttons
That's third base.
on its right there.
Are they color
Show me on
coordinated?
the model.
Are they
Show
col-
me where he
So
touched
that's
you.
exactly what it looks like.
But there's no face. It's perfectly dark,
Can I,
and the hand is kind of like loose.
can I press one of the buttons?
Sure.
I press the middle one.
It says, "Really like it if you asked me first."
I did. I asked, can I press the buttons first?
I thought you were asking me.
No, I'm.
You ask him?
Yeah.
So you ask him, and he says, "Yes, I guess now can." And then you press the button, and nothing happens. I don't know if you're doing that to me or him.
Yes.
Josh blew a kiss at Doran and the computer.
The computer says, "I don't know what you're doing. I heard your mouth move."
I'm eating candy.
Okay. It
All
is
right.
that time of year.
Yes, it's Halloween. Oh,
Is
you.
that today?
Oh, you scared me. I thought you were gonna. Thought you were one of the spooky monsters. I was told this is like I kind of relax a bit now that I know it's not gonna kill me and all that. But I just think it's like I think it's like a recording or something.
Monitor.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, false alarm, guys. This guy looks nice.
Relax, whose body's
He's like in the darkness. He's like hanging from the ceiling, and his like arm is limp. You're like, he looks nice.
Electronic corpse.
I'm like, hey, Dad, I found a cool guy over here.
Gad is still in the front room. Last you saw him, he's like sitting down, like.
Oh God, this is so hot.
Jump in the pool. I'm gonna shine my torch near the top of. I want to see where the monitor connects. So there's anything fucky happening.
You can see it go like way up, and then it just attaches to the ceiling. It's like on a track.
Well, false alarm, guys. I'm scared there for a minute. This is a really good haunted mansion.
Consul says, "What are you guys up here for?"
We're doing some kind of puzzle thing. We gotta help defeat Mr.
We have to
Finnegan.
kill the bitch.
Freddy Freaker.
Freddie Finnegan? Is that his name? Felix Fanglefin?
You guys looking for Finnegan? Feck?
Freddy
Yeah.
Freaker.
Finnegan, Feckle Finnegan. That guy, yeah. We have to do something to beat him or something.
The bitch.
It's like a puzzle, right?
It's like you see his his head move, and then look back at you.
All I know was the guy, the Gad guy, Mr. Gad, was like, we got to turn off some power in
Scat
here.
up here again?
Yeah, he was in the room.
What did he do last time?
He said we got to turn some power off or something, and
Yeah, he gave up pretty fast. Said he could do it himself, and then left.
oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be rude. I sent my hand out. My name is Shelton Dinkelman.
He says,
You got a really good costume.
He says, "Hi, Shelton Dinkelman," and he does not react. His arm is like limp.
Well, like I put it on like his tonsil and like kind of shake it a little bit.
Yeah.
You could have just grabbed
Rub
his
his
hand and
sleeve.
Well, I don't want to grab his hand. It's a prop. It might break.
He says,
fragile.
he says, "Hi, Sheldon."
You're looking a little down in the dumps right there. Is there anything I can do to help?
No, I'm quite content actually.
Okay. Do you know how to turn these lights off? We gotta solve this puzzle. There's something about turning these things off.
The lights are already off.
Why are you like this?
They are?
Yes.
In the room.
Well,
Dog
no.
rocks.
We have to turn the. What are those things called? The
Capacitors?
yeah. Something about capacitors have to get turned off. You know how do we do that? I tried turning one of them off and it just came back on.
Rock.
Oh, the capacitors.
No.
Yeah.
Well, you're not supposed to turn those off. Those power the floor.
Mr. Gad said to turn them off.
Gad's not very considerate, is he?
I don't know. He just said to turn them off.
Do you do everything someone tells you to do?
Why, this is just a Halloween mansion party thing. I thought it was like a puzzle. We solved the puzzles, and at the end we get candy.
Is life just a puzzle? To you?
Yeah, I mean, I like to think of it as a game, like the new Pokemon game that came out in America like
So do
about a
it.
week ago.
Because she's dumb.
All right. He stops talking.
No, okay.
So, what's in the water down there?
Down where?
There's a pool of water right next
Can
to
you
you.
see?
Are we near the pool?
Yes, we're in the
We're
pool.
above
Well, we're not
the
in the
pool.
pool, but we're outside the pool.
It's good we're not in the pool. That'd be bad.
What happened to your visual sensors?
Oh, it's off.
How do we turn them on?
Well, you can. It's broken now.
Would
From
a
what?
welder fix it?
No. I don't think so, no.
Well, I tried.
What happens if I go in the water?
You probably get wet, I assume.
Okay, I'm going in the water.
Okay. You like...
He doesn't gesture, his arm
You
limp.
know, his
He just
head
wiggles.
like tips his head.
I mean, is there
slightly
any...
in the wrong
Like,
direction.
I was hoping the switch to the capacitor to be in there, that's why.
Oh, one of them is down there, yeah.
Alright. I'm a little wet now, though, but I'm going in there. I'm like, trying...
You're getting in the water?
I'm trying to swim in there.
Okay.
Someone's getting electrocuted.
Roll your speed.
Swim speed.
Suddenly a shark.
6? A 1.
You swim out, and now you are above. You guys just watch him get in the water. He's like,
Like-
all right, in a kigurumi. And now you're in the middle, right above where this flickering light source is. The rest is up to you, bud.
So it's a lot deeper than I thought it was.
Yeah, you can't touch bottom, no.
Do I sink or do I float?
Do you stop swimming?
No.
Or
Very,
eat the candy that's
very big,
floating
though.
by.
Very big, though.
That
But you
makes you
continue
float
to-
better.
Yeah, you float a little bit.
Very buoyant. I'm just wondering. Some people can sink. I didn't know if I was a sinker or not.
You can't go deeper than 6 inches because it's too buoyant.
He's too much of a good boy.
You can't swim no
For a
further.
good boy, I'm doing a lot of work. Does the water feel nice or no?
It's quite cold.
But like, I'm pretty cold. But
His mighty blubber shields.
yeah, man.
Good stuff.
With the fluffy perk, I have a
Floppy perk.
fluffy.
So how deep was the water?
You don't
A
know.
5'8" person can't touch the bottom.
Okay.
Sure.
Perfectly good height.
Swimming in. Trying to turn off the thing.
You're going down?
Going down.
Two of you that are over.
Alright, why don't you roll your speed again?
3. No.
Okay, you swim down a little bit. You do run out of breath before you get to the bottom.
I feel like someone with bigger muscle should go down there.
Someone
You-
who's trained for this kind
You're
of thing.
still at the top of the water.
Well, he comes back up after he's...
We all
Runs out
have
of
the
air.
same speed.
Could use a little bit of help to get out though.
Someone needs to pull their weight. Their sword chucks.
So you're
The blade comes towards you.
Ugh.
I look at Dad over here. Hey, Mr. Butterman, could you help me out?
Sorry, I ate 10 minutes ago.
I'll go over and I'll put a hand down.
All right.
You ignore the blade that keeps hitting.
Throw it slightly towards your
Go for
face
it.
in the water.
Alright, he helps you out, and
I
you
go
guys
to
get
the-
out pretty easily. You're soaking wet now.
Strong.
Soaking wet. I'm gonna roll around because I think that's gonna help dry me.
Okay.
Start rolling.
What do you do?
Okay, I have a plan. We need to shut off all of the capacitors and push the button at the same time. So we need to divide our labor properly.
What are you doing?
I getting out of the water.
You're getting out of the
I
water?
got out of the water and like rolling just to trying to dry off. So
Interesting. What do you guys want to do?
Let's split up and look for clues.
Wait, so did he get the switch?
You've been
at
in
the bottom?
all the
I
rooms
tried.
so far.
No.
He didn't get the switch at the
I think
bottom.
Tommy should try diving for it instead of Snorlax.
Well, I'm happy they know who Snorlax is.
I don't know who it is, you just say it a lot.
It's true, but I'm Snorlax now.
What do you want to do, Tommy? Okay.
Okay, we'll make the fat kid go in the water.
He's already wet.
Yeah, I went in there. I couldn't reach it. though.
Yeah, you just keep trying.
Can I cast magic to
Okay.
Moses lift all the water out?
All of the water?
Or I don't know where the switch is.
Where the light
It's
is.
the switch is at the bottom. I can see it right there.
You can see
You
it.
have a general zone where the light is.
I would like to part the Red Sea.
You're literally gonna put me in there.
You
You're
can
gonna
try and roll
hold-
magics.
You're gonna
I
hold
would
it.
say
And then it's
I
gonna
have a
fall on
crystal.
top of me and kill me.
to part, you get
And
a
it's been
+1
blessed.
magics.
For the crystal?
+1 magics.
Fuck yeah.
I'm.
Actually, if that doesn't work, I have a brilliant idea.
Alright.
He's
Wait,
doing
let me think.
You're gonna tie a rock to you.
I'm gob.
Okay, I see where this can happen. Go for it. And you get a +1 to this. Add them all up.
I got +1 dice or +1?
+1 magics, not +1 knowledge.
Alright, well I rolled out of 4 dice, I got 3 successes.
No, it's not successes. You add them up.
Oh, wait.
Add them all up. Add all the dice up.
I rolled 4 dice. Because you gave me a +1. I got confused.
Start over. What's your knowledge?
3.
Take all the dice out of the thing. Why are you putting them in there with him?
Because I'm not looking at
You're
those
getting
ones.
confused.
Sounds like mine.
Alright, roll 3 dice. Add up all the numbers.
6,
10.
9, 10,
Add 1.
11.
11. Alright. Are you gonna try and what are you trying to do exactly?
I'm trying, I know where the switch is.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make a path.
Okay, you do start. And you, water starts to part. About half of the pool's water kind of starts pushing up to the
Alright.
sides, but just in a little path.
Okay.
So the water
Yeah.
level kind of rises, and then you have you're 5 feet lower.
Yeah, okay.
You can see the light much brighter now, and it only goes out to the light.
Alright, I'm gonna concentrate on that and be like, go!
Oh, well, you see, I feel like I need something to get
Not
out.
you, go!
I'm gonna combat roll into the pool.
Are you?
Yes.
Alright, go for it. Roll a speed roll to try and get down there.
It's I rolled 2
Don't you think?
Yep, 2.
dice.
I was gonna say, don't you think we should have been in position before we do this?
I didn't know how it worked.
A 5 and a 2, so 1.
So 1 success. Okay, you get down to the switch, You're gonna have to roll a strength check to try and turn it off though while you're underwater and swimming.
Roll that one again.
You are unable to flip
drowning.
the switch, and then you float back up.
We should probably coordinate this a little bit better so that we can hit all the switches.
Mr. Powers.
It's still continually parted.
Does
Mr.
it say at the
Powers.
same time?
I'm gonna
Yeah.
drop kick it from here.
It did?
We should do it.
If we switch
Drop
it
kick
off
what?
and then it switches
Switch.
back off.
I take that knowledge and I'm kind of... I mean, I'm not fast, but I'm booking it as fast as I can to the vat room. And then...
Our friend Sheldon runs out of the room.
Just like,
He says we should probably go to the other switches and do it at the same time.
He runs out of the room.
I'll go hit the switch in the atrium.
He runs out of the room.
Alright.
You're still holding the water.
Yeah.
So you have to go or you have
try
to...
again.
Wait, no. You should probably go.
Swap out. Tag
Yeah,
out.
he's stronger.
And
Okay.
Don't you... Isn't there another one to turn off or is it only
There's one 20 feet up on a wall that is now arcing electricity.
And I'm wet. So
Dry yourself. You have one knowledge.
Try
Try to
do
do
a
it.
sick wall
I'm
run.
gonna try to be like.
I'll do the
air
pool one and the
people.
wall run one. All in 30
You're gonna go
seconds.
executed.
No, if he's dry.
Yeah, you got electrocuted while
I
you were
did.
dry.
I did.
You did it worse.
Well, one of us shot it and then was like.
I'm not saying. I'm
Does
just
does
stating
this
a
do
fact.
anything for
You have a
me?
magnet.
What's the magnet gonna do?
Right to the switch.
He's gonna be stuck up there 20 feet high.
Yeah, but he could press
I'll
his hand, his
catch
feet
him
against
later.
the wall and yank it.
Let it be known that the magnet never sucked any human up to a wall. The magnet
Well-
flew out of someone's hand, and then someone jumped up and grabbed it.
Let's hope we have to flick the switch up.
Why don't we move that giant welded
You don't
tower
remember
into
if-
that room?
That's even worse. It's made of metal.
You cannot. It is unable to be moved. It's
Well, if I'm
giant.
wet, and it doesn't matter if you were wet or dry, and it's metal, what's it gonna matter if I'm on a metal tower while
You're
soaking wet?
literally just gonna get electrocuted until you die.
Maybe I'm made of rubber. I look like a Goodyear tire.
Okay.
You don't know.
Okay, you know, he's got me there.
Oh. Do you want more?
No, don't give me more. What do you do? They've run out.
I'm parting the water.
What does Constitution
Ren has about
use
30
for?
seconds left to do this.
How
or a
much
minute
damage you
left.
can
Go
take?
with the thing. What?
Like,
I'm not
what is
tough.
Constitution?
It's how good you can weather.
Oh, you're fine. Yeah, go.
Okay.
I am not
How high
done.
was it?
20.
How high was it?
20 feet up.
I dropped a plate on my foot once and I cried for a week.
Knowledge to boost your speed.
I'm
and run
gonna
up
I'm gonna run over there. I'm gonna run at the wall, try to jump up it, and be like, I must go on. And
You're just gonna run at the wall?
the wall. Can you knowledge boost
I'm
it?
gonna try to parkour with my brain power
I should've
as
totally
well.
Wait, what are you trying to part? That is too. You need to give me a direct.
I run to the room with the bzzz and the pulley,
Somebody needs to push the button.
and I'm gonna
like
run.
Just yell it.
Yeah, you're running out.
I'm gonna run
Kid's like
and
dying.
You can push a button.
you know, in like the end of
He's
Ninja
literally, like,
Warrior.
On
So
the
you're gonna
floor
try and run
dying.
up a straight wall, 20
Yes.
feet.
90 degree.
I'm gonna tell you, you will be unable to do that.
Fine. Is there anything in the room I can stand on?
There is a table that is 3 feet tall, 4 feet tall.
That's a pretty big
Alright, how
table.
tall are you?
Very tall.
Dude,
How tall
I'm,
is very tall?
I'm 5
Not
foot.
tall enough to reach 20 feet.
No, I understand. But
7 feet.
Okay, so he's 10 feet tall now. Can he jump plus a knowledge boost? 10 feet?
Possibly. I don't know what it. I would say. Actually, I think
Plus
that's,
strong
I think that's
You
in
better
knowledge.
you better hope it's down instead of up. You
If
jump
I'm
up.
also holding my torch, how long is the torch?
At 9 to 15, you can jump twice your height.
Ooh.
Can you roll 9 on a magic's roll?
No.
I think you have 1.
Can he pray to God? To Ben Doran the God?
Yeah.
I pray to Dorian Electra. The second that, how long is my torch?
How long?
What a foot. 2?
2 feet.
and it's on fire.
Forever.
Well, the switch is metal, so it can handle it. That's what, 12 feet
melt
now?
it.
All
We're
of
going
the
like
elements
this.
coming
You got
together.
8 more.
How tall can
Throw
you-
the torch.
how tall can someone jump?
The are you in that room?
No.
Yes.
Okay, you see the thing above you going. The switch is like, it's up. It's on the wall.
Yeah, it's a
No,
plan.
this is touching me.
Yeah, I know.
It's on the wall like this. The switch is like this. You have to push it up.
What's your strength?
You push
I
it
love how everyone was like, "Let's do the easy ones." And they're like, "See you later."
I was like,
I don't want to do that. I don't want to do electric.
is there... I'm gonna go back into the main room. Is there anything that hasn't been welded to the giant tower?
Do you want to take some time to look around?
Give me a split second look.
I'm gonna do a quick survey. Like a 5
roll your
second.
focus.
Mm-mm.
Do it. Got it.
Roll your focus. Okay.
I'm gonna go blind.
My eye!
Looked too hard.
What? Would...
I was like, I'm not gonna use a gun. What do I need to use focus for?
Everything.
Also, I stuck one in just in case.
Gotta see things.
Well, I put that in my
What would
knowledge.
shine out to you?
I thought focus was perception. That's why.
Thumbtack.
Miranda's dropped gem rock.
I'm using it right now.
Just whip the magnet at it.
Pray to DM Jesus.
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 Jesus. Denim
To
Jesus.
be a live wire.
Ah, yes, it's denim Jesus. Jesus.
Ooh, Robin.
You see a terrifying-looking axe that you can pull out from underneath a like pile of garbage.
Oh, get him to weld it for you real quick to your torch.
Stop welding.
It's made of wood.
It's only made things worse for you guys.
2 things.
We literally have
One's
to
an
fight
axe.
the boss with our shit.
Shove it up.
Weld him to the floor.
I bet you could jump 4 feet tall as a 7 foot person.
I'm a dog welder!
Yeah,
Michael
the
Jordan.
axe is 4 feet long. It's big.
Okay, and I bet you could jump
Okay.
3 or 4 feet.
Just throw it up
Okay.
there.
No.
Attach the magnet
I'm
onto
gonna try to jump.
You
If
have
that
to
doesn't
push
work,
it.
I'm gonna throw
Yeah.
some shit up
But
there.
you have to push it.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
yeet
Okay.
the
Yeah.
axe
I'm
from
gonna be
under.
like,
Go ahead and catch it.
All right,
Thundercats!
thrown object is a speed roll unless you're throwing the axe, something that large. It's going to be a strength roll.
Throwing himself.
No, I was gonna do mad hops, and be like,
How far are you going to wait?
Wait,
How much space do you need right now?
You're on the table,
I'm on
which
the
is 4
table.
feet tall. He's 7
10
feet.
feet.
the top of me is
Needs a
10.
6-foot vertical jump.
my arm
No, wait,
is
7?
like another 2 feet.
What?
Yeah.
So
It's 12.
4-foot vertical.
Plus-
I'm
4.
holding a
4 foot
Yeah.
axe.
16.
4 foot jump. 7 foot tall.
Jesse,
You can do a 4 feet jump. 4 foot jump.
can you do a 4-foot jump?
Did you practice? Did you train to try
Yes.
to do a jump
Yeah,
like
I
that?
can-
That's why I'm asking Jesse for a reason.
Well, I'm like, some people
I didn't look
train.
to Miranda to ask her if she could do a 4-foot vertical
People
jump.
train for strength. Maybe they don't train to jump high.
I can reach like 9'5".
I don't know
So,
what that
Does
is.
it? Can't Brian?
The
jump?
height!
Brian can jump his
The
height.
height
right?
of
Danny,
light.
or
That's
no?
just
No?
under 4 feet,
Brian
though.
Lane can jump his height.
Huh?
That's just under 4 feet, though.
I'm gonna take the
That-
torch.
Like with my arm.
I'm gonna smash it onto the
Like,
tip
that's
of the
me
axe so
running,
it's
jumping,
attached
and
and got
touching.
another 2.
okay, you're going to break the torch if you do.
Don't do that.
Don't worry. I can weld it.
God,
This never goes out though.
It doesn't.
we're literally
It's
breaking
too
all
It's
smaller.
this.
going to be shattered pieces.
It's all
A bunch
fine.
of flaming shattered pieces.
Yes.
What if I turned the table on its side and balanced on that? Would that give me any extra height? I'm into sports. Wait,
Yeah.
baseball bat. How long is it?
Oh,
3
yeah, he does have a
Do you
baseball
summon
bat.
one?
Yes.
Alright.
It's like
He
Lifts his arm up. And
Baseball
Oh
bat.
god.
it's like 2 feet.
I can feel the kink from over here.
I feel like a 7 foot tall person should have a really long baseball bat.
What?
A no-
What logic is that?
baseball
I'm
bats
glad I
are.
didn't get the one for
You're
children out of
7
his
foot tall. You will play different sports.
It's a regular. Oh my.
Got a hockey stick.
As someone who watches baseball, they would use a slightly different, a bigger bat, as in like an inch or two. But like there's regulation size. It's like basketball. If you're 4
Damage.
foot, you're not gonna.
Every die that's successful, it deals
I like
damage.
playing with a woman's ball.
Every
No,
fail?
no,
It
no,
goes in the
every
hoop
success.
easier.
It's true.
Um,
I believe in you, Lee.
All right, make your leap. You have to do it right now. What are you
is it
doing?
with-
Hit me.
Is it with strength or
Leap.
speed?
It's gonna be with speed. What are you doing?
I'm
One
on the,
sentence.
Ben, punch him real quick.
I'm on the end of the table and I'm running the short length and then I'm jumping, trying to stick the axe in the wall to give me some form of leverage to pull up more and then going like this.
Hit me. I'm gonna make you do
Hit him.
two
He
things.
said
You're gonna have to roll your speed,
Okay.
and I want you to roll a magics roll to try and give you that oomph. This is your speed.
One success.
One success.
Okay.
A success.
Well, what is it?
5.
5.
5-5.
Okay. So you
I saw them.
you stick it into the wall. You do get, and you like kind of like, and you just hit the tip of it, and it kind of goes, and then one of the bolts of electricity goes, and just like blows you off your feet. So take
Actually, wait. Oh no, it was with speed. Doesn't matter. I was like, I get +2 strength.
take one
It's
wound,
bad.
ignoring armor.
Do I do Constitution with anything?
Nope.
Oh,
Get a
okay.
wound.
No.
Roll right in
You
center.
don't.
1.
Yep. And you're blown in your feet, and
5.
all
I'm
of
thick.
the other capacitors go wonk wonk.
That's my
Push
sign.
the thing.
So
Pull the lever.
does everyone hit him?
That's my sign.
Jesse, you gotta swim for it.
Oh, sorry.
I'm gonna flip
I
the
can't-
switch and be like, "Hey, Gad, get ready to push the button."
It's my jumping from the side of the pool and kicking the thing maneuver.
It could be strength. You're jumping like into the pool and not trying to swim towards it.
Swan dive.
That's a 1.
Okay. You poof. Now roll a speed because you're gonna have to swim for it.
1.
Okay. And you see all of them are, you guys switch yours.
Yeah.
All of them are flickering, and then you're like, and it flips down.
Does Dad press the button?
And all of the capacitors turn off. It goes, and you see kind of like well, because you're in the center, right? Gad's like still sitting on the box. He's like, was I supposed to do something? But all the capacitors do not come back on. The one on the roof is still on.
And that's the button? We don't know.
Well, the button said restart, so it would turn
Oh.
them back on. So maybe
So,
it's good.
as I assume you guys all kind of reconvene.
Yeah, can I do a
You're-
computer
You guys are
roll?
soaking wet. Gad like looks up at the one in the ceiling. He's like, "All right, well, I assume we turned off those ones, which would reboot that one. And if we hit the button, it said the power will cycle, right? So that'll probably turn that off, but it's gonna come back on. So here's what we do. I'm gonna stay up here. I don't think I can. He's kind of like, you can tell he's like fading. He's like, I'm gonna go sit in that chair, and I'm gonna give you a head start, and then I'll hit the button, and I'll just keep hitting it.
Can we have your axe then?
Yeah, sure. I think that's fair. I am asking quite a bit of you
I
today.
wield the axe.
He hands it over to you. Grandfather's axe.
My good boy
I'm not
stature
taking
will
your
wield
axe.
this
I
with
can't
great
wait to
power.
get
An
an
annihilator?
arm cut off.
Can't wait to get clapped by some lich.
He said don't look at the guy.
How do
Don't
we
let him look
Or
at
don't
you.
let him look at you.
Alright,
or
I'm
let
gonna
him make eye
walk in.
contact.
and start blasting?
Blasting what?
He's like, all right, so actually this is probably pretty good for us that it didn't go off now because you might have a surprise on him. I think if we turned it off now, he's gonna know we're coming back. But if you pop in there, I'll try and time it. I remember how long it roughly took me to walk over there. And when you get to him, I'll try and turn it off. And then hopefully he's a little flustered. And you kick the shit out of him, alright?
So we don't let him look at us?
Yeah, don't let him look at you.
How? Just like
You're
hide?
gonna have to figure that one out yourself.
But like, what did you do? You just hid? Like what?
No, I got my ass kicked in.
Ah.
So,
Alright.
Otherwise,
I gotta go to the bathroom.
In which world?
Find a corner.
there is a bathroom stall.
Alright,
In the hallway.
I am going to be like, hey guys, let's get the mirror out of the bathroom.
Oh, you want to deuce it?
So he's gonna beat the shit out of himself.
There is a small glass mirror. It's a cabinet though. It's like a medicine cabinet. So you have to take the whole thing.
Alright.
Is there any medicine in there?
Right as an item. Medicine cabinet. There's a couple Advil. No, excuse me. There's a couple stray pills.
I eat.
Unidentified.
You're like, these look like Advil. All three are different.
I'm gonna take one of them out of force of habit from my disco days.
It's an antacid.
It's a tongue.
I eat the other two.
Oh, that's not.
I think it's candy.
Let's continue on.
Oh, no, it might have been acid.
It's like, all right, you guys going on ahead.
He's
You're gonna have a half a minute or so before it reboots. I'll try and hit it again, but
Just
at this
just
point,
flip all the switches.
what? I think those will. I hope those stay off. If they all turn back on, then you guys have 30 seconds. If they don't, then I'm just gonna keep hitting the button. All right.
Aye, we'll be fine. By the way,
Hope I see you. When
I do drain the snake.
Great. And then he comes out with a medicine cabinet. Dad looks at you and he's like,
It's exactly what you think.
and he's ready for you guys to get in the elevator.
Alright, go in the elevator. The robot's in there.
He's in there.
Alright, I'm gonna mess with him. I wanna be like, oh, I was gonna pull it, but now he's like, it's his job, so now.
We just fucked that console in the pool and we're like, bye.
On the way out, I'm going to weld the lever forward.
Alright.
Weld him to the elevator.
Yeah, can we weld one of the switches to be like stuck to the wall?
Why didn't we think of that?
It's weld to items, so no.
The wall isn't an item.
No. It's a wall.
The paint surface. Will.
Okay,
You could weld it to an item.
we get something heavy.
Your big stick.
Weld the hinge to the handle so it's stuck in one position.
We should have
Tell me what you're doing. What?
Nope, we're going in. Fuck it.
No,
Also,
yeah,
none of them are
fuck.
touching the wall, so no.
We're going in. We can beat this guy.
Alright, let's
Wait,
get-
are you doing this thing or no?
Wait, yeah, can we weld it to something heavy?
Do you want this edge or do you want to use your flail sword?
No, wait,
What
is there
is
nothing
the
else?
axe?
Can we weld it to a table?
Very good.
There's a table.
There is a table, but can you
Okay,
weld
so
the different parts of it?
What if we get it so that the switch is flipped? So
weld
it's,
it with
There you
Tommy's
go.
So, like-
6 gold
I'm gonna
coins?
use it.
so like if the switch is like perpendicular to the surface, then we flip the switch and then weld something over it.
Okay, do you look for something to weld to it?
Yeah.
Alright. Are you careful while looking for
Well,
something to weld to it, or do you
if
grab
you
the first
hold
thing and
the
weld
There's a
it?
table.
Ripping
Then we
apart.
do the
I'm
same
going
amount
to
of
be
damage.
somewhat
So
careful.
Okay,
Might
so
as
you
well
look at what you're
divvy it
welding.
up.
Yeah.
Alright, roll 2d6.
You're like a god's hand.
A 3 and a 3.
So
Doubles. Roll again.
You pick up another sword.
Oh!
fucking all the
Hey,
swords
Tommy.
around
It is. I've made so many mistakes.
You don't have the balls to do it.
It is an extremely dark sword. It's just pitch black. You like looking and you're like, you can't see any details on it. It's impossible to see in the darkness. 1 bonus die in normal light, 3 bonus dice in complete darkness.
It's like looking into my ex-wife's eyes.
Oh my god.
That's my 7 p.m. alarm.
Through 7.
It's 7
Ah,
p.m.
it's 7 p.m. It goes back to what you were doing.
That's exactly what we said to him last night. It went off, and we're like, "What's that?" 7 p.m. alarm. And we're like, "Why do you have a 7 p.m. alarm?"
To know that it's 7 p.m. Now I know.
What about every other hour of the day?
Well, it's plus or minus if it's 7 p.m.
It either is 7 p.m. or it isn't.
But is
Well,
it
then I know it's
before
not
or
7
after
p.m.
7 p.m.?
Well, it's technically always before and after 7 p.m.
It could be
Schrodinger
more
7
before or
p.m.
more after, though.
It gets 3 bonus dice in darkness. It only gets 1 in light.
Great ice cream taster has
a
a
pretty good
darkness
sword.
sword.
Going into my fanny pack
No, it's not.
of wonder.
Oh, I thought you said you were putting the sword in your
He
hand.
pulls out a rotary phone.
A wallet.
Okay.
Where's Miranda when we need someone to steal all his money?
The back's still in my window.
Okay.
I'm a little worried.
I mean, it's
We'll be
nighttime.
No.
We literally talked about how, a bat is in Miranda's
Maybe
window
he's
now.
just chilling.
It just hangs up.
We should
Stop.
be going hunting.
Miranda,
We should be going to go eat.
we were just talking about how animals are more resilient than we think they are today.
I know, but
He's been in your
Just
window for
because
1
he's
day.
chilling out, it doesn't
All right,
mean
what's up?
we should
Will
we should go and go
paperclips.
eat.
Well,
Maybe he's sleepy and doesn't
Yes.
have energy. He's like, I don't feel like
will
It's cold
a hair
in
tie
Florida.
melt?
No.
It's too cold.
Well,
for me.
yes, but
He's
it'll
like,
melt.
I'll wait.
But will it gunk up the hinges at least?
You can
That's
pick
like-
up more items. That was just the first
I'll be
item
like,
you picked
oh, I'm
up.
hungry, but I'm like, technically you could survive for 4 months.
I want to know if you were careful because if you picked it up, you would have immediately welded it to it.
Yeah, no, I'm. After finding this
Are you
cool
really
sword,
You
I'm
pick up a chunk of metal arm.
kind of form to like ask.
a chunk of metal arm.
Yeah, and you can easily
Well-
weld it too.
I'm going to sanitize after.
Okay.
I don't know where that metal arm's been.
You guys all
After
got in a
taking the
gunk pool.
bathroom medicine cabinet.
I'm going
and eating whatever pill was in it. Alright,
It's the
You
dirty
weld it?
disco days.
you weld it.
Yeah,
Okay, you weld it on and it welds pretty well.
look at me. I'm a master.
Next. Alright, you guys go to floor 66.
If I had tear ducts, I would be crying.
Okay. The elevator opens on floor 66. The small elevator man kind of.
Would you like to be Santa's?
Santa.
Yeah. look,
Yes or no?
It has Santa Claus on it.
Now that you said that, I don't want to be Santa-sized.
Come on.
Oh, no.
Please, continue.
You.
I've got a bat and I'm not afraid.
The doors open. The dim light of a clearly artificial moon moves across the high ceiling in a slow arc.
Wow.
The floor is about 5 acres from what you can see, with rows upon rows of tightly growing corn. An artificial breeze moves them slightly in the darkness. As you guys come out in a kind of dirt patch before all of just corn, you can see it kind of like waves on small hills. And off in the distance, a rickety old barn roof can be seen peeking above the corn. The whole floor flashes periodically as lightning arcs try to escape the barn's seams. The hum of power lines streaking across the ceiling can be heard, and they all zigzag towards this barn.
Jeepers, creepers, and children of the corn.
I go up to Dad. I'm like, why didn't we just leave the hotel?
I don't know. It is the curse of the hotel once you get drawn in.
Also, like, how does this fit in here?
You know you don't leave the hotel? Because adventure isn't out there.
This is obviously one of those virtual reality stages.
A holodeck?
I don't know, man. I think it's the pills I I don't. They're kind of. I'm feeling a little weird right now.
It was just too Clarendon.
You're okay.
Bunch of Mucinex. Alright, what do you do?
I'm going to take the remains of Tommy's shirt sleeves weld them onto the back of the mirror medicine cabinet as a rudimentary shield.
Okay. All right.
And
+1 armor. But
You can't wear your fanny pack
it's 2
anymore.
armor, but you have to take off your fanny pack and carry it as an item if you want to continue keeping it.
alright.
Why doesn't he just turn his fanny pack around?
Nope.
Use it as a
Impossible.
backpack. Any backpack.
You can put it in the medicine cabinet.
Push the power lines over.
No, the
Put it
power
in the
lines are like
wagon.
on the ceiling.
Yeah, it's my wagon.
They're just like the actual
Oh,
line. There's no like
You're pseudo dad.
tower.
It makes it so I can take
there's
things
a
and
lot of them.
move it from point A to point B.
Dude,
With a fanny pack.
if you want to
One
connect them to the ground, then
Hey, do you want to weld
They
your
would be
sword onto my
grounded.
wagon?
yeah. And
Battle
you die.
wagon!
Yes. Actually, now that I think about it, we could
Okay,
have made a bomb.
you have a rudimentary shield, so you should have 2 armor now, Ben.
Yes.
Okay,
Well, 2 armor plus my 1 speed.
correct. What do you guys do?
I'm booking it through the
frontal
corn.
assault.
I start.
Spawn runs through the corn.
I start screaming Finnegan. I don't know his name.
Yeah, it's 5 acres of
I
cornfield.
walked away.
Oh, it's a field full of corn, about 5 acres. It's dark. There's an artificial moon going across the ceiling. Power lines going towards a rickety barn off in the distance that you can just see the roof of, and lightning arcing out of it.
Ran just like, there's corn.
Yeah. So you're running into the corn towards the direction of the barn.
Yes.
All right. I'm following behind him so that he can move the corn for me.
It's not whipping you in the face.
No.
I mean, you can walk in between the corn stalks, but it is above your
Betwixt
head.
the corn.
Children of the corn.
Yes.
What do you guys do?
I have fully bought into this strange Halloween roleplay experience.
Just you wait.
And now I'm going to ask that you refer to me as Sir Randy Barman,
Sir, yes, sir.
Whatever.
Knight of Pawnee.
You're from Pawnee.
Wow, Indiana.
Oh god.
I
Okay.
will
He
call
says
you
that.
Blue.
He sure does say that.
I'm the glutton. I will be known as the glutton.
You will be
Oh, you're
Sheldon
gonna be
the
Snorlax.
Girthy.
Sheldon the Wide. Wise? No.
Tommy the
Sheldon the
Mighty.
Wide.
You know, I really wasn't paying attention when they said your names.
Dahlia and Crankshaft.
Dahlia, Dahlia the
Crenshaw.
Dahlia the Wizard, and Crankshaft the Mechanical.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Crankshank.
Crookshank.
Is that the... I think it was Crankshank or Crankshaft. One of those two.
Okay.
We all have our code names.
What's mine again?
Wide.
You are
Yellow.
Sheldon the Wide.
And then, Tommy.
Tommy the...
No, just Tommy.
Tommy the powers.
Not Tommy
Tommy
the
the-
Tank.
What?
Tommy the
Tommy
Tank
the
Engine.
He's Tommy
Yeah,
the Mighty.
you're just so strong. You're like a
like a train.
like a train.
You're like a 1942 howitzer.
Or well, I'm just.
Are you all going to the corn?
I'm gonna take a wide.
How tall
wide
is the corn?
perimeter.
It's above your head where you are.
Is it above my head?
How
How tall are you?
I'm 4 feet.
7.
It's 6 foot tall.
Okay, I'm gonna climb on his shoulders.
Okay.
I climb on him shoulders. See above corn.
Do you guys all follow them in? Yeah. You take a wide arc.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you
the
gonna keep an eye on them,
Yeah.
or are you like going off to where
Like
can't
enough to see like a flickering silhouette of the rest of the people.
Okay, cool.
through
So
the
you're like
corns.
I
Yeah.
wanna
6 or
just-
7 feet away.
I just want to go in the front door.
10 feet, you know.
It's not
We
gonna
gotta
be-
get
You keep
to
them
it.
within
That's
sight.
what we're doing.
You all go into the corn, and it starts to the crops are taller. As you zigzag towards this barn, trying to work your way through all the corn, and as you go deeper and deeper in, you kind of go down into like you're going downhill a little bit, and the crops are now like the corn is higher and higher, and it's starting to breach above your head.
Maybe he just wanted the
My
energy
head on
to
top of
make
his.
Yes.
Whoa.
It's
make
like
his
it's like right here.
GMO super
Am I
corn.
from where I'm sitting or
from where you're sitting.
Okay. If I like grip his horns and like stand.
I'm not a fucking steering wheel.
I know I'm not steering you. I'm just gripping so I don't fall.
Pumpkins and
second
gourds
boat.
are
That's
littering
my
the field floor, but you are gonna have to roll focus to not trip.
Doesn't have any.
You don't got none.
Don't have any.
All right. You start to stumble. Why don't you roll a speed to try and not
Just be
Die.
you fall off?
I got 1 success.
Okay, you like land like this on the ground, and he's like, all right.
I flip him off.
I'm just like,
Are you gonna climb back up? Or you
I
gonna
don't
stay
have any
down there?
seatbelts. But now there's like no point, right?
Is there? Can I see anything from like the ground? Yeah.
Is there like, can you see of it?
Why don't we
There's
burn the
no point.
cornfield?
We're all in the cornfield. I thought. We're going towards the barn.
Well,
Burn
yeah,
the
but we could
cornfield.
burn the cornfield.
Wait.
That's
I
horrible.
don't
That's a
just
waste
burn the
of
barn.
corn.
Miranda, what's the top item in your
Weld the door shut?
It's a wooden
My first
barn.
item.
yeah, the top item. You
Yes.
something brushes up against you, and all of a sudden you can't feel.
Can I punch
Your
whatever
crystal.
it was?
Yes, it starts to scuttle off out into the field.
I want to
trying to get out of the corn,
I want to grab.
and it looks kind of like a gourd.
I'm trying to grab.
Why don't you roll a speed roll,
I'm feeling pretty hungry.
or you can roll a magic roll if you want to try and like grab it. It's up to you.
I'm so excited. My son.
4, 5, 8 for magic.
Oh, magic.
Sorry.
And 8 magics. All right, what are you trying to do?
I'm trying to like hold him in place.
Force choke.
Hold the thing that
Yeah.
is running away. Okay. It's you. What? And this like gourd that you like just catch out of this corner of your eye stops in place. And now it's just like hovering like a foot above the ground, then falls to the ground.
I run over to it.
It's a gourd that's like this big, and one side of it is like torn out,
Ooh.
and there's nothing. Your crystal is like on the
Pull my
side of
crystal
it.
out.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
That's it.
I'm
Just
gonna
a
come
gourd
over and
missing
also
a side.
be like,
Does it look like it's like the whole of my crystal is in its side? Is the whole
No,
torn
the
out?
crystal's just on the ground next to it.
But but does the whole torn
Like-
out side look like anything?
Looks like something was inside of it, and
like an alien and it was a chest burster,
Yeah.
but out of it was a pumpkin burster.
But you
Wow.
stopped the gourd, not.
Can I see
whatever
whatever
was in it.
came? Do I see any
You
movement
don't see
otherwise?
anything.
Wow,
No, 'cause
we-
you stopped it, and then.
These crops are gorgeous.
All right, time to
No,
murder
no.
my teammates.
Terrible.
Is there anyone else near me in Crookshanks?
Yeah, we're behind you.
Yeah, you're all kind of in
Okay,
the same area.
I'm gonna say, watch your shit. The gourds are alive.
The gourds are alive.
Well,
The gourds are alive.
Well, I say yeah.
The gourds
they're-
of hands.
gourds are plants. They're alive.
I ignore you.
I pick up a gourd and eat it.
The gourds are mobile.
Like an apple.
Okay, you pick it up. It's disgusting because it's a gourd.
The gourds are
An
on the move.
uncooked gourd.
I do climb back on
But-
top of him then.
Okay.
I'm
Like,
hungry.
I can feel the gourds coming.
I don't want to
towards
lose
us.
my thing.
Do you guys continue to move?
I continue to eat my gourd.
Okay.
Sir Randy Butterman of Pawnee will not be stopped by a gourd.
Ben, you feel something brushing by you.
Eat it.
It slaps your
Well,
ass.
it's not my sword and it's not my shield.
Nothing has been taken out.
So I will continue forward.
Okay. You guys continue through the fields.
I'm on top of him again.
What's MT?
No
Might.
function threshold. If
Oh,
you roll
okay.
4 ones, you're pretty.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have my have the accent there ready.
Sheldon, you feel something brush by you.
Behind me?
Brush by you.
Where? Like
Remember the gourd you're eating?
It licks your ankle.
I continuously eating my gourd. Look down. Do I see anything?
You just see like a orange flash for a second, and it's gone.
I ask, where are you going?
That's true.
I know it's gone, but like, where are you going?
You don't hear anything.
Okay, and I
Little
guess.
scut.
Alright, well, I mean,
You
All right.
continue on.
actually, I take this opportunity.
Mhm.
I am going to continue walking, and then suddenly stop and fall back. and probably kill what's ever behind.
You don't know what it is.
No idea.
Jesse, you feel something brush by you. Coming. You see it
I see it.
for like a split second. You see it basically. You feel it, and then after you felt it, you kind of see it. You can first. What's the top item in your inventory?
Just the nunchuck.
Okay, it's gone.
I mean,
Your nunchuck
You
sword.
You can roll speed. Yeah, it's like
From
you're
me?
Yeah, you're holding it, and it's pulled out of your hand.
Did he take your fanny pack?
It would have been my.
You can roll
long
speed to
round.
whip around at it.
yeah.
I have to use the facilities.
Two
That's
successes.
2.
Jesse,
You want more water?
No.
something ran by you. It stole your thing.
Out of
You
your
rolled 2 successes, correct? You whip around, and you grab the nunchuck part, because it grabbed it, I guess, by the sword. You grab the nunchuck and pull it out of it, and it's a pumpkin that's running away from you.
I'm pull back and overhead
Okay,
smash.
do a strength roll.
Power.
Ooh.
That's 3.
15
wound.
Okay. You whip around. You see this thing. It's basically like a pumpkin with eyes cut in it and little tentacles things coming out of it. And some goo on the inside of it. And you just it just splits in two. And then there's little goo that goes and just kind of ripples off, but it's just gelatin essentially.
Yeah.
But you have your sword back, yeah.
So it's a familiar.
And you see this because you're behind.
Yes.
And you see this pumpkin running at you, and it's just it's like the Kill Bill scene, and then it goes, and you're like, all right.
With that information, I feel for my pockets as my deck of cards there.
Yes. All of your things are on you.
Alright.
Bless you.
So with that information, I am going to hold my axe in my hand, hold my deck of cards in my. Yeah, I'll put my deck.
Put it in your wagon.
But don't put it in your wagon.
Yeah, they're
Are
gonna
you still
just
carrying the wagon with you?
Yes,
Okay.
that wagon is going in.
Hard going through the corn.
He's gonna have a wagon full of pumpkins at the end of
Wagon
this.
full of corn.
Slowly getting heavier.
Oh, I can pull the wagon. I'm hungry though, so I'm eating all of it.
That's so
I am just going to play the role of Snorlax now, where I am just so hungry that I am going to eat everything I see, basically. So I see that pumpkin that he smashed. Is it? There's still goo everywhere.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna.
Well, the goo is gone. It flibbled off into the
I'm gonna take the pumpkin remains.
pumpkin remains. Yeah.
Eat it. This pumpkin's good.
You're gonna get sick, but okay.
Why? It's pumpkin.
Uncooked pumpkin.
Tis the season.
On Halloween, you guys don't eat raw pumpkin? You know when you carve your pumpkins and you eat the
From
inside?
the patch.
Yeah, straight from the patch.
Stem and all.
You have to eat from the outside in.
Well, yeah, you can't eat from the inside out.
And the 2 square feet of land that it was on as well.
You have to devour all of it. Alright. You guys are slowly getting there. You are... why don't whoever has the highest focus roll to see where you're going?
I have
Now
a
you
2.
now you are completely under the corn.
I have a 1.
Oh my god. I was trying to give you guys a gun. I'm glad I didn't.
I was like, why would I have a gun?
2 5s.
2 5s? Alright, you are you're like,
It's that dad sense of direction.
yeah, it's like the dad sense when the toddler falls.
We
I mean,
don't
couldn't we
need
just
to
look up
ask
and
for
see where the
directions.
I know where I'm going!
Just let me put
I
in the
thought we could
GPS.
just follow
No.
the ceiling because all the electricity is arcing towards.
It's really far.
So we
yeah,
have, like, the
sort
brighter
of.
light.
You have like a general, but to get exactly.
Go
there.
towards the light.
I mean, it would be kind of helpful if we had someone with a nunchuck sword that could, and cut the corn out, or if someone had
gosh.
a,
and cut all of your
axe.
limbs off.
or if someone had an axe or a sword that could
You
also.
also
cut...
have an axe.
I know. Yeah, but you guys wanted to go first. I don't want to hit you
Oh yeah,
guys.
you
on
got
accident.
grandfather's axe.
Dad.
Yeah, my axe smacks back.
Mine's actually father's axe.
And it's mine.
How close are we to the barn?
First of all, it's very dark, and now it's like the light is brighter and brighter, so you're definitely getting there.
Wait, don't we
You
have a
can't
torch?
see it right now because you're under the
Yeah,
corn.
but why would we want him to see a
on top
light
of him
coming
again.
towards him in the darkness?
Just burn the cornfield.
You're below the corn.
Burn the
Okay.
barn.
Can
Yeah,
I try
burn the
to
barn.
use magic to like slice corn off around
How
me?
much corn?
Corn like
You're
around
like
me.
half an acre through a field, so.
Well, I just want to. I
An
want
entire
enough to
acre
like
of
see
corn.
again.
But if you see again, you'll still not be able to see over the corn that's.
He
Out
can't
of
see
your
us.
If,
Well,
can I
if
try
it's
standing
too
on
bright,
him first?
like
You can try standing on him. You'd
How-
probably
But
get.
we're in
If
the
I
dark
stand
part.
on him, how high up am I?
You'd be
like-
above the corn.
fire
Okay, I'm
good
gonna
though.
I'm
You
gonna
have to
say
roll a speed roll.
I'm gonna
to
say
not fall
please
off.
do not throw me off. Stop walking. I'm gonna stand on top of him. And I'm just gonna say hold my
Roll
legs.
speed. Hold my legs.
I
Alright.
devour the
Leaving the
donkey.
meter running.
One success.
One success. All right, you're like.
Yeah.
The barn is like a little bit to your right, so you were like gonna get there, but you were going a little.
But how far away are we?
You probably have
10 feet.
another 100 feet.
All right. I'm gonna readjust us.
Adjust course.
Yeah. Anything else look suspicious besides this arcing barn?
I mean, I don't know how they're growing corn on the inside of a hotel.
You can see a it must be planted. You can see a little like windmill that's like just a little metal.
Does it
windmill.
look connected to the barn at all?
It's next to the barn.
Okay.
Does it look haunted?
Crookshank, you feel something
Ba-da-da.
run by you.
Ba-da-da-da-da.
What's your top item? It is missing.
Can I try to...
Yes.
Oh,
Grab
I'm
it.
gonna fall.
Well,
Sorry.
we'll find out.
Yeah.
Um,
What do you mean we'll find out? I'm gonna
Roll a
fall.
speed check. Are you gonna whip around to try and grab it?
I can't wait till he's the one that kills
One.
me.
All right, you whip around. You go flying off his back, and you manage to snag it right as it's running away. It's a little like twisted gore going.
I go.
It's like a heartless.
But it like runs past you guys.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Can I do another speed check to try to grab Dahlia while she's falling?
You can roll a speed check to try and
To not
grab,
fall.
to try and grab onto him as he's twisting.
One success.
Okay, you kind of like
You grab
and like scoot down him.
Okay.
But you're all right. You are still back on the
You're just
ground.
like attached to my
I'm on the
torso.
ground?
Yeah.
Okay.
And at that, you do come. You see the edge of the corn. Do you walk out into the clearing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Yes.
Okay, bye.
I was gonna go around the edge.
Okay. You guys walk out in the clearing. Upon reaching it, you can see the small metal windmill that's kind of skinny, and this red, like faded barn. It's kind of like tilted to the side a little bit. You can see like the little like rooster hatch like way up, and it's like it's where like electricity is arcing out of it. And the two main bay doors in the front are closed, the sliding ones. And then around that, it's just kind of like there's a little old tractor that's kind of like got a bum wheel. It's like all rusty. And then around that, it's just kind of a circular clearing with this barn in it.
We sneak up on the barn. We jam the doors and then weld it to the handles. And then we take the ever-burning torch and we burn
I
the
thought
barn.
that was broken.
No, I never.
Oh, okay.
Isn't it a lich?
Yeah.
Please smoke it out.
Burn it with
Did
fire.
Smoke it on. It's fine.
I
Drive it
looked
to
at
the windmill and
Have
set
you
the
ever played
windmill on fire
Dungeons
just
and
like
Dragons?
Frankenstein.
Oh man.
No!
Well,
That's for Satanists!
they have
for Satanists?
phylacteries, and
Dungeons and Dragons.
we have to destroy the phylactery in order to destroy the lich.
Maybe that was the cause.
It's like an item that is
You're
a
such a nerd.
Let's kick his ass.
But what happened if I just like went up and knocked on the door?
This is
pizza.
just part of the puzzle. There's no actual actor playing the lich.
Well, I'm sorry. I thought you wanted to role play into
There's
this,
no
Mr.
doorbell
Sir Knight
on
of Pawnee.
bar.
You know, like with knocking.
Are you gonna do it?
Oh, God.
Don't knock at the
Starts to
door.
walk
I'm the ding
towards the
dong
barn.
ditch.
I axe him in the back.
Is he
I
like,
cut
I'm
in
gonna
half
grab
my-
his jacket. Be like,
She grabs
I'm
your jacket.
twice your size.
I know,
yeah,
but she still
you
grabs
still
your.
pull it.
You
I
still
still
like
feel it.
have the like, hey.
I go to keep going.
Josh.
Go,
What was
stop!
The spawn is walking towards the barn. What do you do?
Dragging a goblin.
Yeah, you're just like.
Gonna go up to the corner of the barn.
Okay. So you can look around the side, or just standing at the
And
corner.
have a flank if something comes out the front.
Okay.
I'm going to grab the shade person, and I'm going to I'm assuming they cannot move me.
Shade person?
The spawn.
You.
Oh.
The shady person.
Like,
I'm gonna grab and be like, we should probably think about our next
He
action.
says we should probably think about our next action.
convince me.
Are you still
I-
walking?
Hug you and sit down. Like, I'm not talking like hug. I'm talking like hug.
Two people held you down.
You're
you
suplexing me, basically.
You stop. You could like
I
attempt
could.
to roll a strength check to keep
But I'm just
moving,
like-
but right now they did stop you. Yes.
So what do you want to do then?
Well, we have this mirror, and he's not allowed to look at us.
Can we like scope first?
That's what Tommy's doing. As I looked over and see Tommy like
Trying to
scoping,
do a somersault.
he's assessing the situation. Like, we need to do something.
Yeah, what's Tommy doing?
He's going like this.
Scouting.
He put
I took some dirt from the
I
ground.
see Tommy
He's
out.
going all Rambo.
Aren't we supposed to wait for the power to go out?
Aren't there barn windows?
Yeah, but that's like high up.
There's one that's high up.
I can't
How
find
high
that.
up?
30 feet.
Ah, nope.
There's probably a ladder.
I was like, I am fucking
You
jumping
died.
again.
Well, we're 11 feet.
I mean, either way, it looks like it's.
Alright, we wait for the signal, aka the lights going out, and then we charge in, and we beat the actor up.
I mean, do we
Air
know
quotes.
it's a lich?
He said it was a lich.
He
bitch?
said it was a lich.
It's a guy in a suit.
Yeah, but if they're really role playing, then he's gonna have an item we gotta destroy.
We'll deal with that later.
Okay. I mean, you know these people. You live here, don't you? Who is this Fenical Finnick man?
Pinnacle effect.
I feel like we know.
I mean, he lives in the hotel, don't
Well,
he?
yeah, but there's a lot of floors in here.
Well, yeah, you live here too.
Yeah, but there's a lot of floors in here.
Listen,
Yeah?
man, I live in the basement. We're,
Yeah,
like,
you live
really
past
high
him.
up.
That means you like go past him every morning, like, hi, Fenical Finnick man.
We're on the 66th floor.
You hear, and the whole floor goes dark.
Charge!
Alright, fucking, I'm booking it.
Alright, I like go.
I'll stand up and let go.
I was holding the brake and the gas
There's two
down.
big
There we go.
doors. You're gonna have to take a strength check to open.
Like, I'm gonna.
one
I-
person is gonna have to take a strength check to open one of the doors.
What if I just barrel through?
Yeah, that's what I was
You're gonna
thinking.
have to take. You
It's a barn door. It's like made of wood, right?
Isn't that
It's
so- isn't
big
it? What
barn
if
door.
What if it's an open door though? And you
I
just-
got
sliding,
horns.
they
I'm like
slide.
a bull.
Alright, well, I guess I gotta open the door.
I mean, you're,
Can they
What if it's a
Can they
pull
work
and not a
together?
push, though?
the power goes out. The floor goes dark. You can see the barn is still glowing at its seams, flickering very lightly. You guys run towards the front doors. What do you do?
I go on one side, open the door.
Okay, he starts pulling the door open.
I get my shield ready.
Where are
Nope.
you?
I assist
Come from the corner and grab the other door.
Okay. You heave.
Oh,
You
Yeah.
heave, I ho.
With the knight in the middle.
You're in the middle.
Yeah.
Are you guys behind him?
Are you holding your mirror? What's
Yes.
happening?
I have my mirror shield.
Oh, so
He's
you're
in the
you're
front.
you're like waiting in the middle.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm behind him.
Okay. Where are you?
helping,
He's hoeing.
helping me,
I'm
helping
out
me.
hoeing at the barn.
He's helping me
What are you
open the
doing?
door.
He's with the
Oh,
door.
heaving
and hoeing.
I see.
Hemming and
Just-
hawing.
You pull the doors open. You see from behind your thing, off in the center of the barn, there's hay, and it's all like under this flickering light. There is 2 floors of the barn. There's the main barn floor with just like posts holding up the barn. There's a door to the right. There's doors behind. And then there is a secondary loft with a ladder that goes up to it. The loft mainly is filled with what kind of looks like capacitors. They're like metal spheres, like light bulbs, with glass in the middle. And they're all flickering with like energy, but like low energy. And there's like 100 of them stacked up in this top part. In the center, as soon as you walk in, the electricity that has shut down, the only thing you can see is this figure with 2 of these on its back. It's floating slightly, and it's looking off to the side with a skeletal face, and then it turns and looks at you. And it looks like this. He has an enormous one hand. The other hand is clearly partially like bone, and it's just bones and fragments of his previous life. And then some electronics and stuff jammed in there. His head is glowing with flickering energy, and you can look into his eyes that are just like blue flickers.
You can. Do you?
He's looking into his own eyes.
He looks
Deep into his soulful eyes.
He looks right at you, and nothing happens. For
Perfect.
a moment.
Well, the power's also off, so we don't know if that's powered by.
You can't see the.
You can see,
You don't got
now that
eyes.
you're walking in, you can see the electricity goes, and the lights kind of go up and down as you're sitting in here.
How?
You can see wires attached to many of the things up in the top, including 2 large wires that are attached to his back.
Is there like stairs to the second floor of the barn?
There's a ladder.
How stable does the barn look?
The barn.
Like an old barn. It's not
like-
gonna fall over right immediately. It's also,
Rickety.
yeah, like
Alright.
an elephant can't stand on it.
Can I try to shoot one of the wires that's connected to him?
It's a giant, thick wire.
I'm gonna be climbing up
Yes,
the ladder.
but I'm just, yes.
I put magic
Um,
behind it.
let's go right from the bat. You're in front. What do you do?
I am going to charge forward,
Okay.
and I am going to cut one of those giant cables with my dark
He-
sword.
Okay.
He is. You can charge forward right now. I'm going to go around, but you want to try and get around him because it's attached to his back, and he is floating like 5 feet off the ground.
Oh, okay. Then I will charge towards him and swing at him like a piñata.
Okay. You charge towards him. What do you do?
So he's floating. There's wires near him.
And you're like just coming in the side of the door.
I eat a piece of candy, and,
Okay.
and then I go in and I see the knight, Sir Knight of Pawnee, going to go and charge him. So I'm assuming we're going to attack him. So I will also charge.
Okay.
So all the capacitor thingies are up on a loft.
There's like a few of them. Like there's the 2 on his back, and then like 3 scattered amongst him. But the ones on the ground aren't lit with anything,
And not connected to
and
anything?
not connected to anything.
Okay.
There's 2 connected to his back, and then there's a bunch up the top.
So if he's 5 feet off the ground, how tall is he?
He's like, let me think.
Is he torso up?
So he's got like a little like thing, a little like spine. So I wasn't really counting that like this. So he's probably like 10 feet tall.
What?
You can just because he's floating 3 or 4,
okay.
and he's like 7 feet with that tentacle thingy.
Jesus.
So now he's 10 feet tall? Is what
To
he-
the very top of him,
Yeah.
he is 10 feet tall.
Alright.
The capacitors are probably 6 feet
Yeah. Then I'll
on his back.
flank and try to smash the capacitors.
Okay, to which side?
Like, whichever side my barn door was.
Okay, so to the right side.
Opposite
I'm gonna
side
say
of
you guys are
Snorlax.
literally like this, and he's over
Yeah.
there. So you're going to the right side. Okay.
The wires go up to the top.
They go onto his back, and yeah, they go up like into the ceiling.
Can I try to like manipulate my arrow to be like try to like break more, like break it down, like whatever it's connected to?
No, it's a bow. Like you can strum it and fire it.
Okay.
It's more like a damage thing than
Yeah,
it is
I'm gonna try to damage one of the wires then.
Okay, so that there's 2 going up top. You're gonna try and shoot one of them.
Yeah.
Okay,
Can I shoot it?
absolutely.
Do they get thinner going up? Because I know sometimes
I
wires
got
do
1
that.
success, so 7.
really.
7 damage.
Okay, you. I imagine it always makes a terrible noise, and it goes and just like blows a bunch of wires out of the casing.
Okay.
And now it's kind of like it's
Okay.
got like a hole in the side of it.
Can I like? And I just want to ready for another
Yeah,
attack.
you can- What are you doing?
I'm climbing up the ladder to this.
Oh, you're trying to run past him to get up the ladder?
Yeah.
Because it's behind him. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're trying to go around the left side. Where
Yes.
the ladder is, I'm assuming.
Also, while I'm doing, I'm gonna be yelling like, "Hey, dude, what you doing here in this cornfield?"
Okay.
As I run past him, I'm just like,
Look at you.
He looks at you, and you stop. Your feet won't move. You can still go, like, you're like, you know that you can still talk, but you cannot move
Yeah, so I'm
whatsoever.
like, "Yeah, like, what are you doing in this barn, like, all the way out here?"
So you start talking, you are stiff as a board. You guys, he turns off to the side to look at him, and you guys both run in. What do you do?
Use my dark sword,
Okay.
because I'm assuming it's fairly dark in here,
It's quite dark.
and I'm going to swat at him like a piñata.
Okay.
Please don't hit me.
3 3s and a 6.
So 1 success.
And WV2, whatever
Okay.
that means.
So you essentially multiply it by, so you deal 2 damage.
2 damage.
Good
Give
work.
me 3 dice.
Whoop his ass.
I don't have the hops, so I am going to use with all my strength, do the same thing and hit him with that like running leap with the 2-handed and boom,
Okay, what are you using?
the grandfather's axe.
Okay.
So I
So you roll, it's your strength plus 3 more dice, I think. Yeah.
1 success.
Okay, you deal 3 damage as you bite into him, and it just kind of.
We're doing it.
Whoop his ass.
We've done 5 damage.
Good work. What do you do?
Trying to smash the things on his back.
Okay, go for it. There's 2 of them. They kind of come off at like an
I
angle.
know what I must do.
Throw your candy at him in the wagon. Put him in
1.
the wagon.
5
1.
damage.
5 damage.
Yes.
You, and he's still staring at Crookshank over here, and you and like crack into it with your like whippy weird thing you're holding, and it starts cracking along the seams of it, and you can see it like electricity trying to like basically escape it. What do you do?
Only 200 more
So there's,
damage.
I see a crack in the lich.
In the glass on its back, you can't see that. 'cause you're
Okay, I'm
around
gonna
the
shoot
front.
for the wire again then.
Okay.
Phew.
I got 2 successes, so 14.
Okay, so you and it just blows that wire off, and you can see it go and it coils down, and it basically lands on the lich.
Is it a live wire?
It is not. You can see on top that one is going and
Okay.
flickering.
The power's going into him.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to aim for the other one.
Wow.
Okay, and you can see this wire come down, and then he's still staring at you, and he like pulls it out, and you can see like a bunch of things come out as he
Ew.
does, and he
Ew.
drops it.
I'm really upset that I know when when the images you're talking about.
What do you do?
So you're gonna answer me? I'm frozen, so I'm gonna be like,
Yeah.
so like, there's a lot of questionable motives, and I just like to hear your side of the story here. I don't know who you are. I don't know what kind of guy you are.
He turns his head and stares at you.
Does that mean he's free?
You're free. What do you do?
Continue running to the second floor.
Okay, so you try and get up the ladder?
Yeah.
Okay, so you make it halfway up the ladder, and
Okay.
that's where. What do you do?
Hit him with the sword again. And
Okay.
Say, look at me, you big.
He looks
old
at you.
Freak
You stop.
with the mirror.
He's doing. He
Well, what are you doing?
I'm holding up the mirror and being like, look at me, you big bald freak.
Okay, so you don't whack him with a sword.
He's
Yes.
like,
I'm waving it around to
Okay,
get his
you hold it
attention.
up, and he's like staring at you, but you're not frozen, and you're whipping around the sword. But you do realize that if you like try to go for
Yeah.
a thing, you're gonna stay. So you're just gonna stand there with the
Yeah.
shield. That's fine.
And
Okay.
taunt him.
Okay, you're free.
so he's like 3 feet in the air.
Yeah.
He has like metal crap everywhere, just like
He looks like Asarak, the lich that got a whole bunch of cybernetic implants. So he's like super messed up.
Robo Lich.
So he's facing him. I'm gonna try and hit the other capacitor. Yeah, the other capacitor.
Okay, try and go around him a little bit.
Yeah.
The other one.
Not a big nerd.
3 successes.
Okay, so what's your overall damage?
I'm assuming that's WV.
Yep.
Yeah.
So multiply
3
it.
times 3.
9.
Okay. So, you run up, and you're using Grandfather's axe.
Yeah.
Slam it into it, and it goes into the capacitor. And you like pull it out as you're kind of like falling down a little bit. You can see cracks go all over it, and then it kind of like, and it's like sputtering like a lot now. What do you do?
From the recoil of my last hit, I gotta go 360 the other way. And
Okay.
then across the horizontal plane of his bod.
Okay, go for it.
There you go.
Yucky lich
Wait, I
body.
can't turn enough to do anymore.
10 damage.
Okay, you, poof, and it just caves in that capacitor. The thing has like glass shards coming out of like its socket now, and it fizzles out for a second, and then the lich stops staring at you, and he like kind of like looks down, and he like vibrates for a second, and then he
Phase 2.
Grows another head.
Grows 2 more arms. Like dual sides.
I'm gonna get Mr. Fisted.
Watch out for enrage phase.
He and the other capacitor on his back explodes.
Okay.
Electricity blares out. Who's closest to him?
Probably me and him.
Okay.
Because we're the ones that like hit the bag.
Both
I
roll a
was
d6.
this much further away.
Okay, both roll a d6.
2.
Okay.
5.
Your weapon is vaporized. It just
Oh, sorry.
into
Sorry,
dust.
Dad.
That was 6.
The head of it falls to the ground, but the handle vaporized. It's just out of your hands.
Okay.
Then the lich whips it. Electricity hits yours, but doesn't. It's fine.
Because it's nunchuck.
Because I'm holding wood.
Not ground. You were still in the air, so you weren't grounded. And then he turns around with the giant fist that he has and just punches at you. And you take 3 damage.
Squeaky!
Does that soak armor?
It's armor soaks.
Okay.
Then
Eat the arm.
you're still. Where are you?
I'm like at the doorway because I'm
Okay.
shooting.
Why don't you roll speed? No, why don't you roll focus?
No, I got 2.
You feel something grab onto your back. It starts to pull your arms backwards.
I know
You
where
can't
this
see
is
what it is.
Can I like flip it forward?
You could try.
Yes.
Okay.
It's now your turn. Roll a strength check.
Oh boy.
Got a 4.
Okay, so you, and the thing like basically like flies off and then grabs onto your front, and it's one of these pumpkin things, and it's just got like metal legs that are just like trying to crush you.
Okay.
And it's holding on tight.
Okay. Is it still my turn?
You can do one. You can like do a move action if you want to.
I wouldn't be
move?
Yeah,
surprised.
or you can try and throw it off.
I was gonna try to magic force it off.
Mhm.
Okay.
You try and pry it
I'm
apart
gonna
with magic.
I rolled a 4 when I rolled out of my hand.
Okay, what do you do?
I want to like force push it off of me.
Okay, so it goes, and it like
I
flies.
hope it goes into him.
It flies forward and kind of like tumbles at his feet.
Okay.
Combines with the Lich to form a Mecha Lich.
Megazord.
Mecha pumpkin.
What are you doing? You're halfway up the ladder. You continue running up the ladder.
What was at the top again?
There's like 100 of these like cube things or
Pumpkin things?
sphere things.
Not the
The capacitor looking things.
And both of the wires are now like disconnected because they were connected.
Come on, Sam.
I like connected one.
Wait, I gotta.
Is the wire connected to him or is it connected to the capacitor that fell off of him?
It's connected to his back in between those capacitors.
Okay, then I'm gonna continue going up.
Okay.
I have a quick
So I'm
question.
gonna try to
also.
get to the other wire.
So with my grandfather's axe head vaporized, does that mean I get only +1 strength? No.
No, now it's a thrown weapon.
Even better.
It's like a discus. You gotta go like this.
Not the
Shot
shot
put.
put. He turns up to you
Or like green light 1, 2, 3.
and lifts up his other hand, the small one, and just like points it at you.
He's licking a candy corn.
This guy's been drinking a lot of gamer juice.
You start floating for a second.
I can fly! Can I make
Actually,
the grab
crossbar.
the ladder or no?
If you want to.
Yeah.
Roll speed.
Crawl.
You like grab onto it, and it goes like this, and you just fly straight into all of these things. 3 of them like burst open, and you take 14 damage. Armor soaks up.
Oh wow. You're 14.
What do you
Got armor though.
13 out of 17.
Okay. And you're like crumble into all of this like glass. What do you do?
Bye, everybody.
That's fine. You'll come back.
You're still holding up the glass thing. He's not looking at you though. He's looking upwards, so the things are the good.
I thought one was smashed, one you
Oh,
exploded.
they're both the capacitors are gone now. Yeah.
Pass my sword over to the fat kid.
And run away.
Pull out my blowtorch.
Oh,
You're gonna weld.
Oh no.
Love his hands together.
Okay. What do you do?
So what's within reach? He's floating how far off the ground?
You can, the end of his tail is 3-ish feet off the ground, but he's like floating. So
Okay, I am going to weld.
Mid-battle.
it doesn't work on flesh. It'll work on metal. I'll give you that.
Okay,
Sear the flesh.
His tail is not metal
I am going to
because his
take.
tail is a spine.
I'm going to take the mirror and I'm going to weld it to his big gamer glove.
Can you read his big game?
Okay. I want you to roll a speed.
Oh boy.
Do you have 1?
Yep.
Randy's
okay.
specialty.
Get ready to
I'll give you
wel-
1 chance.
He's getting welded.
Ooh!
That's a success.
And he like pulls it away as you're trying to weld to his arm. Yeah. And you start like stumbling towards him. And then he just backhands you.
But is the mirror connected?
No.
If I reach my threshold, do I immediately get stuck in the hotel and get put back, or am I like out for this?
You pop out for 1 round and then you're back.
Okay.
We'll throw you back into the floor.
You just have a
I
mod.
love something.
Your
I
tail
become-
gets 2 times
Then
bigger.
you
I got
take
a
6
pirate.
damage as he backhands you
I
when
don't
you're
have
thrown
a
on your
tail.
ass.
I take 3 points
Correct.
of damage.
You're up, Josh.
So, keep my friend or dad just flown around. I am going. Now, do you think I could do 2 attacks at once or no?
Depends on what they are.
So, regrettably, I'm gonna hit him once with the sword.
Yeah. Are you dual wielding?
Yes. I'm going to hit him, spin with the wagon, and fucking try and knock his socks off with the wagon.
Wait,
In a wagon.
In a spinning
he's
motion.
floating.
Yeah, I can hit him while he's floating.
He's got socks on.
What?
It's like the Flying Dutchman song.
Yeah, I'm
You
gonna try and fucking windmill him, dude.
Let's start at the beginning.
I'm going
You're
to...
gonna hit him with the sword first?
Yes.
Dark sword?
Dark sword.
It's pretty dark right now, so go for it.
Alright,
Is that
alright.
how this sword works?
Yeah, if
So,
it's dark, it has more damage.
What is this dark sword?
Dark sword gets speed plus 3 in darkness. Only plus 1 in light.
So, alright. 3 successes.
So 3 times 2,
6.
6 damage. Alright, so you slice across his like midsection.
And
And
with the wagon...
now roll a strength check to keep this balance. Three. You and you let go of the wagon.
No!
It goes and just hits one of the capacitors on the other side, which just explodes.
Not the wagon! No, my candy was in there!
Candy goes flying.
Flaming candy. 'Cause it's
I'm
sugar.
pissed off.
He looks at you,
Oh no.
and you stop mid, and then he grabs one of the capacitors that are nearby, not the one that you smashed, the one next to it, and jams it into his back. And you can see it start to go, and it starts to.
I say I like this stuck. Gross!
It's your turn.
So, did he specifically use his skinny hand to grab the capacitor?
Yeah, and like floats it over to him.
I'm trying to Shoryuken his skinny hand.
Okay.
Shoryuken!
It is kind of like behind him right now, essentially, and you're right there because he's looking at her.
Yeah.
Miranda, are you like trying to shoot another one? Are you like drawn?
Yeah.
You're drawn. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going for him at the elbow of that hand, that arm.
Okay. Hit me.
10.
10 damage.
Yes.
Okay. So you, what are you using?
Yes.
Are you using as a sword or as a whippy device?
Well, you know, with the theme of what's been going on every bounce since they've been
Okay, so it's going
consecutive going the other way.
You trying to? Okay, so you, and it like jabs into his arm, and he goes, "Gah!" And you can see like the eye in the center of it, like.
Oh, ew. What?
There's an eye in the middle of
It's
it.
thematic, and it starts to like, and then he,
And it pops.
holding it with his enormous hand, he still staring at you, picks you up, and pulls you in front of him, and then looks away from you. Take your attack.
Okay.
Twang.
No successes. Oh wait, yeah, no successes.
You go, and it flies right past his head,
No. Okay.
and then he drops him.
Wait, I was picked
Wait,
up?
I was.
He was picked up.
I thought I was picked up.
No, he was looking at you, so you were frozen. And then he let go so that you would shoot him.
Oh. Well, now I'm happy you missed.
Oh. Oh my god, I thought I was picked
No,
up.
he picked him up and dragged him in front of you.
Oh, and because I was unfrozen mid. Okay, I shot him anyway. Okay.
But you missed.
Okay. Does that pumpkin move at all?
It scuttles away.
Okay.
It doesn't go right after you. Yeah, Sheldon Tinkerman. A meat shield, if you must.
Is that a fat joke?
Yes. No, so you kind of like let go of that. It is your turn though.
Oh, so can I shoot again?
You want to?
And aim back at the other wire?
At the wire? Okay.
Yeah.
So you kind of
I didn't get any again.
none.
I got all threes.
You and it just fires off. Do you want to move anywhere? You want to just stand in the doorway?
I'm afraid of going, taking cover because I'm afraid of another pumpkin coming at me.
Hear another
You can
pumpkin
stay-
coming?
I'm gonna like,
Is your sword still lodged
I'm
in?
gonna like
or no?
scoot, like,
No, it's sliced across it.
I'm gonna like scoot to the side,
Okay.
but inside
behind
the barn.
door.
No, I was gonna be inside the barn.
That's what I mean. Behind the. Okay. What are you doing? You're amongst all the glass and electricity.
I'm gonna try to. How far is the big wire?
It's not that 5 feet out from the.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to break that.
Okay.
Self-yeet.
With what?
So, I have my curse axe, but every knock I get 1 wound, and I have 4 left today.
Dead Halt, you don't die.
I don't want to lose something.
You don't got the guts.
Well, but it's like weapon value 6, so isn't it like times 6?
Cursed Axe is awesome, but it
No,
kills
it's
you.
6 times whatever you do.
Wait.
Because it's con, and then it says like +2 of them, and then
Yeah,
weapon
times
value
6.
You're rolling 5 dice, and for each success, you multiply that by 6.
Yeah, and then you get 1
And for
one
each
wound.
failure,
Cursed
I
axe.
get
No,
hit.
1 wound per success.
No, every success you get. So the more damage you do, the more damage you do to yourself.
I think you should do
So
it.
it's the Devil's Axe. Okay, that makes
Do
It's
sense.
a
it.
Cursed Axe.
Do it.
It looks like
Devil's Axe from
I'm gonna make you pay
what's
for
it
my
called?
health
Fireball.
insurance.
No,
That's what
you
it
don't
does.
need
You
it. It's free
deal
here.
a shit ton of damage, but you take a shit ton of damage. It's a good game. Firearm's a good
This
game.
is what Cursed Axe
It'll be
looks like.
cool.
I mean, if I have my bat.
No, but this is more damage. You should try it.
Just kill him in one
It's up to
hit.
you. What do you want to do?
It took me 2 shots to do it, and
10,
that was a lot
9.
of damage.
8, 7.
Do what you want.
You gonna roll it?
Ooh, you did a lot.
Okay, so what are you doing?
Oh wow, you just hit too.
Does my armor soak any of this?
Wait, what are you doing? Physically, what are you doing?
I'm cutting the wire.
Are you gonna try and jump to get to the wire? It's 5 feet away. You could jump and get it.
Sure. I'm fucked anyway, so.
Yeah.
Okay, go out with a bang. Okay, so you can easily jump.
Yeah, because, I got 4 and I
24
had
damage.
4 left, so.
Okay, so you hit your wound threshold.
Yeah.
Okay, so you jump out and you. The wire just splits with sparks, and you can see it like explode apart as the electricity breaks the ground. It starts coiling down, but at this time
I get sucked into the walls.
you start falling.
And the trapdoor.
You start falling. The cursed axe, you can see it go black down your arm of your already pretty dark rock skin, and you can see it split apart your veins. It feels horrifying. You are about to black out when a console comes from the ceiling.
Hey, what up?
You hit the floor. Right next to the lich. The console comes down next to you. It says, "Would you like to be healed?"
Yes.
You slap the button and
I'm
you
out.
fall into the darkness. Hay comes down and you just can't see anything. It's pitch black. The console is gone. You feel as 1,000 arms pick and prod at you, and
Taking all the fucking glass out of my body.
slowly give you a new.
Which arm is it?
We're gonna find out.
The one that's
We don't know if it's an
not
arm.
fucked up.
It's just.
But I thought it was because the axe,
Well, you took all the damage. We can make it an arm.
Do a head.
I mean, I just thought it was the arm
Shoot
because you had the
laser
whole thing about, it going down my
beam.
arm.
No, that's just it infecting
Blasting.
you.
Get
a
Doing
laser
terrible
neck.
things to you. That's on.
I
Would you like to be
call my
healed?
dad.
Yes. All right. Your leg is all kind of messed up as it goes down your leg. The worst injury is down there. You have the
landed
mod
on it
on the back for leg. It's going to be your right because it's your right arm. Your attribute is Constitution, so you get 1 in con. And you can ignore any amount of heat or cold for up to a minute for hacked nerves.
Cool.
But that ups your health by 1. Oh no, it ups your health by 4. Because
This
it's
one?
Constitution, yeah.
So 21.
Yeah, more health than I do, and I'm fat.
Like a sumo wrestler.
Alright, and you are in the darkness as this happens. Pops out. Ben.
Well, he
He turns around. His arm's still bleeding. He leaves it limp for a second and just tries to punch in the glass of your mirror without looking at you.
Oh, well. I hope he doesn't succeed.
it shatters in, and it hits you for 6 damage.
Ouch.
You go back a little bit, and then a bolt of electricity arcs out of his back as this wire comes down and deals 3 damage to you.
Come on.
And then as the wire hits the ground, he pulls it out of his back, and he kind of like falls a little bit. He comes like slowly down to the ground.
Got this. I know what to do.
And you stop hearing a hum for a second. And then all the lights turn back on.
I know what to do.
The electricity starts sparking like crazy out of the wires that are like
Yeah.
worming out of the
But he's not
ceiling.
Glad I'm not there.
And he's still on the ground. And you assume Gad is smashing the body. You took my pencil.
He's just like
Are you
so
ready,
slumped
Pixie?
down in the chair, just like.
I know what I must do.
And you can clearly
Body slam.
you can clearly see that in his eyes the static that was going wild is now like it's slimming down into like almost pupils. And he's still hovering just a little bit, but he's kind of like it almost looks like he's breathing heavily. What do you do?
It's his turn, I think.
Gonna get my fanny pack.
Okay.
I'm gonna run up. I'm gonna try to belt it around his eyes.
Strangle him.
Around his eyes?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll speed.
I'm gonna blind him with my fanny pack of justice.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
Was it called that at the beginning of this?
It was the fanny
it
pack
keeps
of wonder.
One success.
You do it. He's on the ground and he doesn't really
He's
react. And you wrap it around his eyes. Good! Pull it tight, and then what do you do?
Yeah, just get back and
Okay, that's what I was looking for.
I hate for someone with a sword to do this.
It's your turn. What do you do?
I want to body slam him.
Okay.
I gonna give you the sword. And I'm gonna pull out my deck of cards just in case. Because what I'm planning on doing
Okay.
is because in Pokemon, it's an
In the
ability.
hit video game Pokemon.
The hit video game Pokemans, it is an ability that they use. So I'm going to say that's like a type of magic I'm using since I physically.
Launch himself into the air.
So you're gonna kind of build up everything
Yes.
to try and like reenact
Yes.
your favorite thing.
Yes,
It's
my
something you
favorite
know a
move.
lot about.
Yes.
Okay, hit me. What's your magic or what's your knowledge? Is it 1?
Yes.
But he's got Granny's deck on his side.
So you can re-roll 1.
If I need to, yeah. All right.
All right, with a perfect roll, I'll let this happen. What was it?
It was a 2.
Well, he's using Granny's
We went
deck.
up.
Are you gonna use Granny's deck?
Yes.
You can say okay.
4.
I was about to
Okay, now we're talking. What do you do?
I take that. I do a running
Uh huh.
with
So
all my force.
So I imagine the magic is just to boost you. You
Yes.
just want you're gonna do this no matter what.
No matter
the magic
what.
is just to go.
100%.
Okay.
It's basically just the jump. That's what I need right there. Is
You
the
need
jump.
to poof. Yeah.
And then I'm going fucking.
double
Air
jump.
time.
I'm going like, what's it? A belly flop right onto him.
Roll your Constitution.
Come on,
I'm gonna
baby.
give you
Belly flops hurt.
wound value 2.
Come on, baby. None.
Your stomach splits open and all the candy comes
You
out.
land on him. And now you're on top of him.
All right. Can I take like? It's not going to be a damaging move, but can I take
Uh-huh.
another action?
Depends on what it is.
To
Yes.
hug.
It's basically like I'm gonna try and like full Nelson, so we can't.
Okay.
Use
He's
his
got
arm.
the fanny pack on his.
Yeah.
He
So-
doesn't have a neck.
Well, gonna go
Does he?
under
Well,
his arm.
he has like a mantle. He could easily get
Okay,
around
because
the
I was
mantle.
like,
I'm basically just trying to.
Fumbles around him.
Since I didn't damage him, I'm gonna try and immobilize his arm so we can't like like that.
Okay.
Alright.
Well, you can try. I would say you can immobilize one of his arms. I don't think you can get both.
We're going with the small arm.
Not the gamer juice arm.
All right, we're going with we're going with that arm.
Okay. You hold him down, and he kind of like slowly like floats. Oh, there's a dog there. Slowly floats backwards, and it's like he's like trying to get up almost, and then he lands up against one of like the beams.
Yeah.
And he crushes it.
Okay.
And you see above you the whole thing, and things start to slide.
Really glad I am no longer on the second floor.
Around, yeah.
Everything starts sliding. Jesse, what do you do?
Um,
Sorry,
Electric
excuse me.
sliding.
it has
Tommy.
started to slide.
Yeah, everything, the whole floor above you shifted. It's kind of at an angle going towards.
Of 100 exploding capacitor thingies. Then I'm gonna run up and slide Sheldon out of there.
I'm already greased up, dude. You don't need a slide.
Fully lubricated.
Okay, roll speed.
I secrete a lot of grease.
You secrete?
Yes.
None.
Okay, you run in and almost get to him. There are now 3 of you. Well, I pointed to me. There's the Lich and both of you over there. What do you do?
Does any part of his ugly body look particularly vulnerable or life-giving?
His chest, probably. You can see it flickering.
I'm gonna aim a shot for that.
Okay, go for it.
Boom,
Please don't,
headshot.
please don't hit me.
I'm on top of him.
Kill him.
Shoot him.
Kill the fat
Hit
kid.
both of them.
I got 2 successes,
'Kay.
so I got 14 damage.
Jeez.
You gave me a very good bow because I spent a lot of money
You
on
did
it.
put most of the money in, so.
Should have put 100 in there.
Literally 50% of our money.
But
Okay.
it doesn't look
You
damage.
it like hits
Yeah.
into him, and it like goes back more. You're still on his back. How are you holding his arm? The arm.
I'm like,
Yeah, but where is it? Is it here? Is it down? Is it bent? Is it you choose?
It's arbitrary.
we're arm barring him.
Is that
It's when you take the arm and then you like try and pull back. So you're trying to
so?
split
He's like
the arm
this.
up. So instead of the
Oh, you're
arm
putting
bending
his
this
elbow
way, it's bending
backwards?
up.
You're trying to snap like his
Yeah,
elbow.
basically just
Wait,
trying to
How
snap.
do you do that?
It's like
Like here?
So it's
Yeah.
like arm extended, and then you're trying to pop the elbow joint.
Oh.
But here or here?
I mean, I guess it'd be down low because he was low to the ground.
I'm just trying to think of how you're holding his arm on the back of him.
So I think his arm.
If you're holding him like this,
See-
he would be like
see-
this, right?
Yeah, basically,
You're on his
what
back.
you do is like your leg is supposed to go on his chest, and then you pull the arm, and then you like. Pull.
Oh, so you so you're like bent on his back?
Yes.
Okay, so he's like, this arm is free because it's the one that crushed the thing. You just hit him in the chest. The wall of
Wait, I thought he was gone for the round.
that was one round.
This
Yeah,
is
but he was the end of the
Oh.
round.
Yeah, and then
And then it went around and they would be...
so this is my one round. I'm gone of my
Okay.
action.
Yeah.
The floor starts opening up, and then the Lich being pulled down opens his hand one more time, and you see the floor above you go and start to get pulled towards you. What do? You see this happen?
You know,
He's getting arm barred.
I have 300 plus pounds.
mentally gauging how long would it take for me to run up, unzip my fanny pack, get my keys and my wallet out, and then evacuate the bar.
Is there a fire alarm in here? Someone
Uh,
the fire department.
I don't know.
I mean,
I
you
guess
keep
a
running,
speed-
and
A
then you
speed
keep
roll
fumbling.
would decide it.
Sure.
Okay, here, we'll change it up. Your speed roll is going to be times 10 that many seconds. You can do pretty good.
10 seconds. Oh.
40 seconds. It
Uh-oh.
takes you 40 seconds to get your keys out. You still have to evacuate.
That's just your.
You're doing this, right?
I'm just running.
It's just in the
He was,
There's not space
he
to
was
look.
thinking to himself, how long would it take?
Yeah, you decided 40 seconds. At your best. So you what? You run out of the bar?
I can get a new fanny pack. I am going to wait outside the barn.
Okay, he runs out of the barn. What do you do? His arm is still barred, and you can see him pulling the ceiling in.
Well, I think I have to leave, or I'm going to die.
Make your choice.
Right,
I don't know what to do, honestly. I guess
Use constrict.
since he's blindfolded, I'm gonna have to take this opportunity and drop, and bounce or fall, and
You could get off him pretty easily.
yeah, and then just get the fuck out of there.
Okay, you run.
I have to, yeah.
This
Okay.
is a collapsing bar.
You start running. You let
Yeah.
go of him. He pulls this off and stares at you. You stop. You're about halfway out the bar.
I figured that wasn't
Whatever
happening.
happened to your mirror?
No, he broke
He
it.
punched through it.
Is there anything to throw?
There's
a
the head of
rock
Dad's axe
or
on the
something?
floor.
Nice. All right, I want that.
Okay.
And I'm on my way out, just like stand at the door and line up the shot.
Okay, you can make this happen. What are you're throwing it at him?
Plus
Okay.
3.
Try to knock his
Plus 3.
Yeah. Sure.
Trying to knock his head off. Save the fat kid. Even though it's my sworn duty to bully him.
Nobody bullies the fat kid
That
but
is
me!
3. So
9.
9.
You whip it as hard as you can as you turn around and you see it flip through the air, goes past you, and
What?
he's running out the barn. You're near the door,
Oh.
right?
I thought you meant the axe went by me.
Technically, it did.
Technically.
I thought he was still further in the barn.
No, he's running out the barn. He said he runs out the barn, turns around, lines up the shot, flips right in his forehead. His head goes back. You're free.
I take
You
that
can
and
continue to run.
take that and start using rollout as fast as I can.
It hits the front of his head, and he goes, and his jaws unhooked more than it was. What do you do
I want to pull the rest of the roof down.
with magic?
Yeah.
Okay.
With my crystal.
Okay. You use her. You,
So
the light shines through
that
it.
just adds a +1, right?
It adds a +1
Wait,
to
never
whatever.
mind.
Not
Come
bad.
back down.
You're gonna come back up.
I got 8.
8. Okay. What are you specifically trying to do? What are you trying to pull?
Well, I see him cracking the boards or whatever
Mhm.
above him. I just want to also pull those boards down.
Okay, so you're gonna pull some specific boards because you can't pull the whole floor with
No,
it.
I
You
know.
can pull,
I want to pull whatever he's also grabbed
Okay,
already.
you can definitely see that there's 2 boards that the thing is still resting on that he tried to break.
Yeah.
And you can pull those towards you, which would make it.
I want him to.
Sure.
Yeah, I want to pull something that lands on him.
Well, you want to pull a board that lands on him, or you want to pull boards so that it falls down faster.
Does it look like it's gonna fall down on top of him?
I mean, the whole ceiling, basically.
Oh, then yeah. The second.
Okay, so you
support.
shift them out, and the whole thing starts to, and some of those bottles, the big capacitors, start sliding towards the edge, and one falls, and you can see the electricity lick the side of him, and another one falls,
That only makes him stronger!
And I'm
and
also.
the floor
Call
opens
him the
up,
Megazords.
and
I don't want to be the.
and
Oh, it's raining death.
Crookshank comes out of the floor as he's coming out of the stage. More of these are falling down. Crookshank, what do you do? You're in the center of the building. He is on the floor, things are falling and electrocuting him essentially.
How far is he from where I emerged?
He is 10 feet from you, and you are 20 feet from the door.
Is he in the similar direction to the door? Would I
No.
pass him?
Why?
Try it. Do see what happens. We'll pull you out. If you die again, you can come back, right?
What's the worst that can happen?
You'll get another mob.
I want his arm.
Which one?
Big
The game
I want the fist.
Want the gamer arm.
He is on the ground getting electrocuted. You see another one of the things falling, but you can run towards him.
Yep.
Okay, go for it.
Yep.
Using the
You get over to him,
cursed
roll a
again.
strength check to cut his arm off as he is on the ground, kind of
I can't use my axe.
The
cursed
You can
axe.
use
My
whatever
curse
you want.
axe.
Yeah.
So I get to
Yeah, you can use it. You can use whatever you want.
6.
Go for it.
And maybe break it, but I mean, also, like...
I mean, if
The
you're going for his
sax
elbow,
killed
he's
me.
like trying to like hold back.
1, 2, 3.
So you run over,
Time soon.
18.
and you can feel like like both your arms screaming in pain as it deals you damage, and you just lob his arm off, just right at the elbow, and just and falls.
I'm
on the
grabbing it
ground.
and running now.
Okay, you can grab it and run it. As you like pick it up, one of the things falls, hits the floor, and deals you 3 damage.
I'll
So
take it.
So you've got 6 total damage.
Yeah.
And you run out. Everyone is running out the building as you watch it slowly collapse in. And it starts with a small spark of light as you guys stand on the edge of the cornfield. And then you see the roof of the barn start to fall in the center, and then the front face start to fall in. And for a split second, you can see him. It's like almost you can see his static eyes. And then you guys can feel all of your hair stands on end as the entire barn goes up in just electric, like nuclear
Does it level the
explosion.
corn in the fields?
You can see like the
It just
airwave
flies.
pushes you guys back. as
Just
you
popcorn everywhere.
a few popcorns
At the center.
and it just flattens the fields nearest to you, and you all stand there and with your hair bristled back, and then it goes quiet. The floor is dark. The only thing still lighting your way is an ever-burning torch
I got it.
and a small glowing stone. You can't. It's not lighting your way, but you can see it in the darkness. Is essentially it.
Excuse me, crankshaft. Can you help me look for my fanny pack?
As you say that, it flies out, hits the dirt, completely blackened. You can see your wallet. All of your bills are like burned halfway down.
Credit card melted.
And as you touch it, it just like gives you a little bit of electricity. But the albeit a little bit melted, the clip still clips nicely.
I'm gonna clip it proudly on.
And then you see like a few pills fall out the bottom of it from a clear hole that has been burned in it.
This was a really crazy haunted mansion.
Yeah, this place is getting 5 stars
I did a costume change in the middle of it.
on MapQuest.
Yelp.
No
Does
Yelp back
exist
then.
yet? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm
might
gonna
have,
write a
you never
review on
know.
my GeoCities.
We're using MapQuest.
As you guys walk back, Drain is still waiting for you above, and
Go back for Gad.
I meant Gab.
I was like,
You can go leave.
I was like, we went back to the bar without it.
when you
It's bleeding out.
when you go up to floor 67, Gad has a bandage around his arm all the way up to his shoulder, and he is sitting with a Coca-Cola in hand across from sitting like on like a broken counter across from the console with no screen lit up, and they're in a calm conversation, and you guys walk in and he says, well, did you hit him?
Maybe.
As an answer to that, I'm gonna pull his decomposing arm out of the fist and slap it on the table in front of him.
That barn fell on him.
I was like, yes.
Well, it's not his head, but I'm sure it's fine for now. I don't think he's gonna be doing much without this. And he like pulls the like terrifying skeletal arm out of this glove and tosses it to you guys and says,
I didn't give him the glove. I pulled it out.
"Oh, you pulled
and
it.
gave
You
him
pulled
just
the
the flesh.
Okay, so he takes the flesh and he goes, "All right, well, you can keep that stuff. I told you.
I'm not letting go
You
of
can
the
keep whatever
fist.
whatever you got. I appreciate your help today. I clearly could not have done it without you because I tried it and
So,
I could not do it without you.
payphone, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. There's one like right next to the elevator. You walked right by it. You didn't see it? There's like a little cubby. You just
Yeah.
have to go around the corner. It's right in the cubby.
It's
There's a
it's
sign
just,
and everything.
it's just been one of those days.
Did Gad give you his? It doesn't work.
What? You're gay.
Durain.
Did Durain? I don't. Did I give you mine?
That's alright.
Did Duran give you his? It doesn't work.
Thanks.
Just so you know, you do have to use the little
Rotary.
rotary. You do this with your finger. You can't. There's no button.
That's what I grew up with.
It only takes 4.
You tried it before. You weren't very good at it. He walks back with you to the bar, and when you guys get out,
He's gonna tell him about his axe.
he doesn't even ask for it back.
I assumed it's fine.
Oh, it's
It's a prop.
under a collapsed barn.
When you guys get to get back to the bar, if you want to go sit down for a drink, you're welcome to.
I order one hearty glass of milk.
Duran says, "No, it looks like you had a job well done today, or you were defeated horribly. Either way,
Milk.
here's what it is. Here's your milk. You deserve it." He pours you a glass of milk, gives it to you. Gad sits down at the bar next to you,
I wins really strong.
and Duran says, "Did you lose it again?" Gad goes, "Yeah, I'm assuming they did." And he goes up behind the bar, and there's like a small like plaque, and he pulls an axe off of it and hands it to Gad.
Sorry, Dad. He vaporized it.
I'm sure he did. Happens every time.
It was a nice
Does
axe.
another
though.
axe come back?
There's not one there right now, but
It'll come back.
You have a feeling.
When you're not looking, it might come back.
You got a tingle in your bones.
It's Tarantula's axe. It always
Duran
comes back.
turns to you guys. Well done, crew. I'll see you next time.
That was a good Halloween trip.
I am gonna get back to the beach.
I can't feel my leg.
It's okay. It's a nice prop, though.
Rubber.
Oh,
You people are fantastic
It just
actors.
I go up, I shake Dad's hand. I try to, I grab his hand, shake it, grab
He
Duran.
does shake your hand back.
I go to Duran. Oh, it's awesome,
Duran.
awesome haunted mansion here. This was the most fun I've had in my 27 years of life.
You didn't even go to the haunted part.
We gotta come back next year. How about you, Dad? You want to come back?
are you gonna go
All
home with
right,
your
we'll
family?
see if I can convince the wife.
And the kids.
And the dog.
And the dog.
Is this hotel pet friendly?
Sure.
But no smoking.
So are there like security cameras for my highlight reel?
I'm sure we could dig something up.
I can like list
Get
you
you
as
that
a
acting
reference.
job.
Send this to the Power Ranger. This is why you need me.
Specifically that throw. That was...
Without that throw, I would have died.
I'm gonna look at her and be like, I'd like a Coca-Cola with an espresso shot to go, please.
An,
And then I'm like,
an espresso shot and a shot of tequila.
I'm gonna go show this to my dad. He's gonna be so proud of me.
You take the elevator down.
Yeah.
Dad, we beat a lich.
Crookshank leaves. And you're welcome to sit at the bar if you want to continue to drink. But thanks for playing,
I'm
guys.
going to call a cab
Okay. The phone does work.
and enjoy the freest glass of water.
He gives you a glass of water. He gives you a jug.
Say goodbye to all of my new friends.
Goodbye, Randall Buttersworth.
You kept calling
Randall
me.
Butterscotch.
You kept calling me fat.
Randy Butterman.
Yeah, the
Bye, Butterman.
Butterman,
You
have
got
some
any
buttermilk.
Gatorade?
have fun with your
Yes.
Digimon.
Electrolytes.
Excuse me?
You heard
Digimon?
what I said.
Oh, no. You got
Well
me.
done, guys. That was fun.
Thank you.
Hope
That was
for
fun.
Hell yeah.
Happy Halloweens.
Happy Halloween.
You know what? I am content with doing absolutely no damage. I was really hoping that wagon would have worked. I was really hoping. Because what I wanted to do was...
I think that's the second time you've gotten the little red flag.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And
both times were completely random. I didn't like.
the wagon the first time was the most useful. I used it as just